Dun, dun, dun.
All the way up it. That's what
And let me start now that Frank's done burping. Let's start recording the podcast.
This just in, new podcast with Richard Matheson.
Oh no, a double billing of Richard Matheson.
He's dead, passed away.
Here's his beard.
Wow, nice corner of his beard. That could be John Williams.
Here, let's do this one. Oh, this one or this one?
Did your bingo hopper really pick both of these? Just
No.
randomly?
No, it picked two movies, and I chose these two movies because let's get them out of the way, right?
They're good. I love them. I like these movies. I like Night Stalker. I think it's a great character.
Well, I guess
we'll get to that.
Let's do an intro here, and then we'll start breaking it down.
I don't have everything recorded, by the way. So.
That's fine. Let's go with, since I missed it last week for the 2002 episode, let's just go ahead and do it.
5, 6, 7, correct.
We're traveling to another dimension.
When I die, I want to be high. Never worry, just bury me along with my currency.
You're entering the Twilight Zone.
Hey, yo. Okay, roll it again.
You're entering LIW The Twilight Zone review.
When I die, I want to be high.
Hello, Frank and Dick. And citizens, welcome to LIW The Twilight Zone Review, episode 264. Today we watch two Richard Matheson movies. The first one up, 1972's The Night Stalker. I am Phoenix West.
I'm Frank Links. Hi, Phoenix.
Hi.
Dick it. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello. Welcome to the panel, the discussion, if you will.
Do you understand what we're talking about today? We're talking about newspaper men.
So right off the bat, in case I don't make any sense in a little bit, I just bought this new thing from Costco.
Oh my God! Look at that original spiced rum.
I drank this much in the last 40 minutes.
What's in the bottom of it?
And it's nothing. It's just frozen.
Oh.
But it is
Jesus, that's humongous. I didn't see
surprisingly strong.
I didn't see the
Put
girth.
me off guard. So if I don't make sense, just go ahead and just take over.
If you pass out in the middle of the show, we'll know.
Well, I had 3 drinks already, and I'm like, oh God. Like,
I want to be high with my currency.
usually I don't feel it till like the halfway through the second show. I'm like, oh no. But now I'm like, okay, hi.
You'll probably be in the best state to review this first one.
Okay, well, let's start there.
Lightly inebriated is enough, I think, for this one because it's pretty funny.
This is going to be difficult to separate them because we're only talking about Night Stalker right now.
Right.
After this, and on the next podcast, we're talking about Night Strangler.
Night Strangler, yes.
And I just want to start by saying how we thought this is going to be based on. I thought it was going to be a drama about the trial, or like the police trying to catch Richard Ramirez. That's what I thought. It was going to be.
Did you really?
I have never seen Kolchak the Night Stalker.
Yeah, so okay.
I had no idea it was going to be about fucking literal monsters.
Yeah. No, yeah.
When he mentions a vampire, like when it's first with the cops, I was like, oh, he's fucking around with them. Okay. No.
Well, he isn't though, because he's trying to explain to them if you don't deal with it with this mentality, you're not going to catch him.
Yeah.
Because he thinks he's a vampire. He should have been more specific, but like they were, oh, shut up, Kolchak. You're a fucking crazy man, Kolchak.
You're just a reporter, Kolchak. What the fuck you doing in our police briefing?
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a show I've never seen. There's only 20 episodes. I've since downloaded them all and put them on the anthology series wheel.
Oh, good. I've seen quite a bit of them. Yeah.
So I didn't know it was about monsters. It's like Baywatch Nights. I didn't know there's werewolves and shit.
And essentially, every episode is basically what happens in this movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's why probably it didn't last so long because it's repetitive as fuck.
Both of these movies are super fucking repetitive.
Oh yeah, especially the same movie. Yeah.
But I would still watch 8 more of them.
They're fun. Yeah, no. McGavin is great. Darren McGavin is so much fun.
Frank, it sounds like you're not a fan of these.
I just don't, reporters don't get involved this much. I like literally, it's insane.
Well, that's why he got fired, and that's why he always he's on the edge of being arrested, and it's not like it's not out of the realm of possibility. He's just passionate about the truth. The truth!
It's almost as ridiculous as Columbo.
I wish you changed your name to the Dick Strangler. Please do that for the next episode.
Well, yeah, I'm getting to that point.
Okay.
There's 2 episodes, yeah. Dick Strangler, I didn't think of that one, but yeah, I'll do that.
I did like the second one better than the first one. I'll give it that one.
Okay, well, I kind of want to talk about that next, so we can talk about both. But let's do it now. I like
Well,
this
why don't we?
a lot more.
You like the Night Stalker more than the Night Strangler?
Yeah.
I just like the second one more because it was more. It was a lot less him injecting himself into the main plot of everything going on. Sort of.
Okay. Well, we won't
Well,
discuss
then again, I
the
mean, like
specifics of the second one yet, but yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What's kind of amazing though is like this is a show that's based off of some short story or something written by some guy that lived in Las Vegas, and that's why the first movie is based in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
With Kojak.
As
And
in our magnificent background.
yes, it's basically Las Vegas during the time of Sam Rothstein.
Yeah.
That's going out. I was imagining that at the same time happening.
Oh yeah.
So Al Pacino or Joe
De Niro.
Pesci, this fucking vampire making a mess over here. Yeah, find this guy and fucking break him up,
He
beat him
breaks
over
out
the
the
head.
black book, and he's like, "Vampire Dracula."
Dracula, you're banned from the city of Las Vegas, Dracula.
Remember that one scene where Kolchak was a good guest on Aces High?
Yeah, trying to solve the mystery.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a vampire. That's
Yeah.
crazy talk. That's crazy talk.
Do you want me to cut your footage from that show Casino where he jumps off, or that show Las Vegas where he jumps off the roof?
No, Laura Flynn Boyle gets thrown off the roof because of the wind because she's so skinny.
That thing I couldn't find.
Did you find it? Yeah, it's got to be somewhere. Or I dreamt it. Maybe it was a wonderful dream.
She was on a roof. I saw that, but I
It
didn't
is hilarious. I know she got blown off by a wind, like a desert wind blows her off because she's like skinny and she has like a umbrella dress, like a roughly dress on it, and it blows. The wind takes it. It's hilarious.
You just reminded me that in this and the next movie, there are both movies have a window jumping sequence.
Yes,
So someone gets thrown out a window in this one, and the next one I think he jumps out on purpose.
that's right. I forgot it was the orderly where he's at the hospital, which is I fucking died laughing. That whole sequence is worth the show. What was worth watching the movie?
I clapped.
That's
like,
the
"Yeah,
best
there
action.
it
That's the best action scene I've seen all year, and this is from 1972.
It's a fight sequence where all the fighting is just shove you down,
Yeah.
shove you down. Next people, shove you down, shove you down.
Throwing an old lady nurse across the hall into the wall.
And I had a problem with that because the old lady nurse moved her legs.
Yeah, well, she wasn't a professional stunt woman.
Well, I have the footage here.
Yes, please. Oh, yes.
Let's get there before I play the footage.
So great.
Let's set it up. Okay, so Kolchak is a Las Vegas reporter for some fucking magazine or newspaper. He's working. He gets thrown a bone as like, you can have this case, and it seems like both movies and maybe every episode of the show is like, fucking asshole. Fine, take this, and it's some bullshit.
Pretty
story
much.
that
Yeah,
turns into-
it's the show's like that too. Yeah.
It does start off with like an interesting idea of voiceover because he sets down a tape recorder and hits play, and you hear it, and you realize he's listening to it. It's not someone else. I like that. It was like it looks like an egomaniac. It's
He is.
off his own.
And
novel.
he is. He really is. Yeah.
You have to be an egomaniac to be like in the middle of a police,
Sure.
briefing in the morning.
And to have a young hooker girlfriend.
What the fuck is with? Okay,
That took me by surprise. 'Cause when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. Are they fucking? They're fucking.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
before we get any further, let's just say both movies are free on YouTube. So if you want to
Yes.
watch them, avoid any spoilers from us, go watch them on YouTube for free. Come back to this live stream or podcast, whatever you're doing.
They're a lot of fun.
And
We're
the
gonna
easiest
spoil it.
place to get them is liwstudios.com.
They won't be on there shortly. That'll be gone.
Well, they're there now.
They're there right now. In 2 hours, they'll be gone.
Okay.
But yes, they're both for free, so go watch them. We're gonna spoil it, but let me just set up the basic premise. This first one, someone is strangling women and
No, killing women.
killing
Sucking-
women.
draining them of their blood.
Sorry, I was thinking about the second one.
The
which is-
second one's
Draining you of the blood.
But there's
The
a
first
reason
one-
for strangling in the second one, but this one
Yeah,
is blood
First
draining.
one, they're getting drained of their blood, and the cops are not willing to admit what's going on. Kolchak is trying to find out the information, and he's finding out it's a vampire. That's the basic premise.
They're not
Who gives a
draining them.
shit
They're
what happens
sniffing them.
now. Talk about whatever scene you want. I'm going to cue up that scene where the vampire takes the blood and fights the nurse.
Yeah, it's so funny. No, because
I hate this vampire. By the way,
well, have
vampire
you ever seen the show, Frank? When it was, have you ever seen the reruns of the show, the original show? Because I
I'm
grew up.
38.
Yeah, but I saw it growing up because it was on Sci-Fi Channel. Because Sci-Fi Channel would re-air these old shows from the 70s. That's how I got access to them. It was before the internet, before DVD, before all that.
I was watching Nick at Night when you were watching that.
Well, I was too.
Okay.
I would watch this. This would be on like 4 o'clock, and the Nick at Night was 6 o'clock.
Okay, so here
Dick
we
Van
go.
Dyke.
Hell yeah.
Good
Dick
show.
Van Dyke with the shit.
The at one point the vampire guy sneaks in and grabs some blood from the hospital. A nurse walks in, freaks out, and an orderly comes in and punches him immediately. The vampire. They don't know he's a vampire, obviously. And then the vampire just starts throwing orderlies and nurses around.
I like how this orderly is holding onto the shelf to bring it down because they need to make it look like, oh, just fuck up that room when you get attacked.
This bedpan's got to go somewhere.
It's going to hurt.
All right. So here's you watch the nurse's feet. Hold on. He does it again.
Here it comes.
All he does is throw them.
Out the window.
Oh, it froze. Anyway, yeah, he throws them out the window.
It's great stuff.
Apparently, he didn't want us to see it.
And then the cops come and shoot him 400 times, and they realize it's not having an effect. But you see the part where the cop shot another cop on the bike?
No.
It's obvious what happens. Dracula's running away, and the cop is shooting at him, and the guy on the motorcycle cop gets shot, and he falls off his bike. That's how I interpreted it.
I didn't see that.
It's like literally 30 seconds after that part you just showed.
Because what else would have
And of
happened?
course, Kolchak is there, and they're shooting his gun. He's shooting his camera.
He's taking pictures. It's so funny. Kolchak just shows up with his little 1970s camera, wind-up camera with a flash on it.
Perfect still right now for that.
Look at that. That's hilarious. Look at that.
Right.
Yeah, people are shooting. Nobody's ducking. He's just like, yeah.
Here it comes. Watch. This cop is going to shoot the motorcycle cop right now.
But he started falling before the bullet left the gun, though.
Yeah, but I like to say that the cops actually shot him.
No, he's like, that guy's a history. Ah!
Oh, God, it's a vampire. So that's our first introduction to him physically. Because in the build-up for like a good 20 minutes, you just find the victims, and Kolchak is coming after the fact. They find the bodies. And I like that one scene where they find the girl in the middle of the road there, and there's no footprints, and it's all sand around her.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty cool. That was a neat little touch.
I like how the motorcycle cops just arrived, right?
Yeah.
So these are all squad cars, right? Why are they all wearing helmets? They're not like SWAT helmets. These are just like those are motorcycle cop helmets. So they're driving cars with helmets on.
I don't know.
Were the other guys?
Well, look at those cars. There's no airbags.
Were the other guys wearing helmets? The guys in the beginning?
Those are the guys in the beginking.
Those are the same guys? Okay.
Yeah. They turn around and they shoot the bike cop. They shoot.
Those cars are dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
They're all steel. I mean, you hit something, you're dead.
No. I like how they showed the old way of policing where they have to drive and they turn at a police phone box and unlock it with a key and call the precinct with a phone box.
Now it's
on your cell phone.
Hold on.
Hey, Base.
Got a little glare here. Sorry.
He's dead.
Oh.
How to stop a knife wound in the throat. Give me a minute. Oh, shit, he's dead. Okay, well, never mind.
You mean it's amazing? You mean it's amazing to you that they had dedicated phone lines on in a city on why? It's very normal for this time period.
Yeah, no, so I mean that's what it was a fun throwback.
We're not saying it's weird. We're just saying it's interesting to see that again.
Yeah, it's like old. That's the way it used to be done. It's just a throwback to a time long gone. It's very sad.
It's just technology progressing. That's all.
I don't like it.
We don't know why it happened, why the change happened.
I don't like it. I want to be like the guy in the next one. I have my underground city from 100 years ago.
White man had more power back then. That's what I'm saying.
White man. Not in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I watched Bubba Hotep today. It was really
Mama
funny.
talking to me, trying to tell me how to live. What?
You gotta watch Bubba Hotep. That's a great one.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's worth watching. I forgot how funny it was.
I'm curious why you sent the book.
Oh, which one did I say?
Excuse me.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, I had an extra one. I had two of them.
All right, I was curious.
So I just threw it in there because I was like, oh shit, I got two of these. I'm not gonna sell it. I just gave it to you.
I was like, we never talked about this. Anyway, I've never even seen the movie.
I think I included because Bill Paxton connection because that was one of Bill Paxton's last movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Now I'll watch it.
Yeah. Oh, Bill Paxton's in it. You never saw that?
No.
He's the drill instructor. Yeah, he's in it. He's great. He's funny.
Check it out.
He's got a little moment there with Tom Cruise. It's pretty good.
All right.
No, Edge of Tomorrow's a good movie.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah.
There's a period of Tom Cruise where I'm just like, every movie's the same. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, who did Tom Cruise beat by running in this movie?
Yeah, exactly. He runs away from aliens in this movie in a mech suit.
There's a shock.
He's in a mech suit this time, though, and he figures out how to use it every time. It's a decent movie. It's pretty good.
So, okay, it's basically just the first 45 to 50 minutes is him describing victim by victim how they died and him putting together. We got a couple Twilight Zone references in here. Obviously, Richard Matheson is one of them. We're not even going to acknowledge that. Beyond this, Claude Akins is from the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. One of the cops, right?
He is the sheriff. Yeah, he's in Monsters on Maple Street, and so is Barry Atwater, the guy who plays Dracula in this, or the vampire, whatever you want to call him.
Oh, is he in the same episode?
Yeah, same episode.
Which one was he in the episode?
I don't remember his character name, but
was he the alien?
No, he's one of the people.
Look at these people.
No, but
one neighborhood. This is all it takes, and they're all across this world.
I mean, I just recognize the other guy. Like, he's from Monsters Maple Street, and Willow Room Marsh and Please Stand Up. He was the guy with the spatula. He was the diner owner.
No, he wasn't. That was a different guy.
There was another guy in this.
No,
he was in this. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was one of the cops. You didn't recognize him?
Who the fuck are you talking about?
The guy from Monsters Are Doing Maple Street.
I know what episode you're talking about. He was not in this movie.
Yes, he was.
Dick.
Well, the diner guy with the three eyes.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing him in the movie.
I'm telling you, like, put the movie. I'm telling you, when there's when they're sitting in the big room and the cops are discussing it, he's like the main cop. Well, shut up. I'm telling you, that's him.
Well, I couldn't tell. I don't remember. I saw it yesterday, so I don't remember.
I'm telling you, it's him. I just saw it. I was like, oh, cool, look.
Oh, maybe you're right. I don't know. You can look. I mean, IMDb will tell us.
I know. I'm finding it.
Are you looking for it? Because it's a simple fix. I'm from Venus. Wasn't he from Venus, or was he from Mars? He
was a Venetian.
He was Venetian because he had the three. He lifted up his paper hat. And it was a third eye.
Yeah, and he told the guy from Mars that his colonists were intercepted.
Yeah,
they are not coming.
So in that episode, that man's name is Barney Phillips, and he is in 1972
dead.
Completely not in this movie.
Oh, there you go. Uncredited.
Okay, maybe the next one then.
Maybe you're thinking the Night Stalker or the Night Strangler.
No, he's not in any of these movies.
Yes, he is. Bullshit. He is in one of them. I'm telling you.
He is 100% not in one of these.
Yes, he is.
How are you arguing with me? I have facts behind me, and you are Frank.
That's a good point.
You make shit up all the time. He's not.
I'm not making this. Why would I make this up? It's a stupid thing to make up.
William Dafoe was the vampire.
Was he?
No.
Yeah.
So Claude Akins, this guy is in it. The guy from Monsters of Maple Street.
Yes.
Put him up on the screen.
Yeah, that's Claude Akins.
Yeah, him.
Yeah,
that's Monsters of Doing Maple Street.
Yeah, that's a character actor.
Yeah.
That's the guy we've been talking about, Frank, and you said the other guy was in it.
I thought that was him.
No, that's the
No.
guy from Monsters Maple Street, the main
Yeah.
character.
He's in other Twilight Zone episodes, but he's not in that one.
Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, I got two guys mixed up that look really close, I guess.
Barney Phillips has like the weird lines here, and
They
he's,
both
he
both
played-
look like dirty Dagos. Yes, we know. You're messing with the Dagos, walking with the Dagos, huh?
Fuck you. You racist cocksucker.
this guy is in the Little People and Monsters on Maple Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. Fair enough. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. Yep. Craig, you lost your mind, Craig.
Oh, Claude Atkins or Atkins.
He's
One of
in
the
a lot
working
of
actors
stuff.
of the day.
Oh yeah, no, he's in a lot of stuff.
One of the hardworking actors.
Yeah. You got to call him that.
That's a great one. That's a great line, Tom.
Okay. Yeah, I really didn't expect it to be about a vampire, because at one point, they try to hide the fact that the women are drained of blood, but Kolchak is there on the scene when he's like overhearing the cops talking because he's right next to them, and they're like, "She's drained of her blood. She's drained of her blood," and he says it like 3 times. That cop on the beach. And then he writes it, and his boss, who is just in both these movies all over the place, is just like, none of this is in the coroner's report, and he yells at him for not reporting what's in the coroner's report.
Simon Oakland.
Yeah. He yells at him for fucking everything.
Yeah.
All he does is yell at him for 2 straight movies.
His
And
name
he
was
keeps doing that in the
Vincenzo.
show.
Vincenzo.
He's in the show as well, and it's the same dynamic.
Same
Yeah.
character. too.
Kolchak, what are you talking about?
He's a guy
Hey.
I'm like,
Same character. Yeah. The fucking.
You're not going to put a vampire in the story. Are you crazy?
I guess the main news editor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
he's the worst character in Psycho. Well, you see, young Norman, when he watched his mom die, must have snapped. Like that fucking character. He's that guy in Psycho. The guy that explains the movie to you after you understood
Martin
it.
Balsam? Oh.
No, at the very end,
right.
Oh, it's
very
very end. Oh, very, very end.
as that guy and a psychiatrist slowly explains to the audience what they just watched, as if we didn't understand it. And it's like, oh my god!
Oh, they just did that in something, and it made me laugh out loud. Oh God, what was it? I was going to bring it up too, where it was like obvious, and they oh fuck, it'll come to me. I can't remember what it was.
A lot of these actors in these, including the main character, are in both Kolchak and Kojak, which is very confusing to me. I know what Kojak is. I've seen that, but I had not seen Kolchak before that.
Well, what came first, Kojak or Kolchak?
Kolchak came first.
Kojak.
Kolchak.
Kolchak came first.
Very confused right now.
I want to get you a lollipop, baby. That's Kolchak.
So it's 1972, Kolchak the Night Stalker, or just the Night Stalker. 73, the Night Strangler. 74, Kolchak the Night Stalker, the TV show. 1976 is Kojak with Telly Savalas. And then they later remade it with Ving Rhames for some fucking reason. But yeah, they're 2 similar titles, and it's very confusing to me.
Never
They have all the
watched
same
Kojak.
actors. Huh?
Never watched Kojak.
Yeah, they have all the same hardworking actors of the day. Kojak, there you go. Oh, mistake. It's a rap too. Why is Kojak not on there? Oh, there he
He's
is.
on there.
The back of his head.
Get your
What the hell is
lollipop.
that?
Get your lollipop, baby.
Is that an album? What is that?
Yes,
Like
it's a board game.
a
Why is it
Kojak
rap?
the board game.
It's
Right
rap.
on.
Kojak the board game.
Why is
Where's
it
the
wrapped like chocolate?
flamethrower?
What was
Kojak
that?
the flamethrower.
It's wrapped like chocolates. Why the fuck?
It's wrapped in cellophane because I bought it. They had that in an antique store for like 6 years. It was $200 for the longest time. I got it for $5 because I guess I got a Bonanza 2 in there. That's going for like $400. I got it for $5 because nobody bought them.
Wow.
So I don't know who's going to buy them if I ever sell them, but I got them in my
Did
many
you make the
journeys.
offer, or did they lower it that far?
No, they lowered it that far. They just wanted to clean
wow.
out. They had a Dark Shadows game, which I should have bought, and it was already. I should have bought it because that's going for like $600.
Do you open it up as just a map of the human wrist and a directional arrow in this way and a knife? Is that all it is?
That's all it was, yeah.
Because that show's fucking miserable.
Dark Shadows will make you kill yourself.
Well, the reason I hate Night Gallery is because it's Dark Shadows.
You just don't like gothic romance.
I don't. Fuck it.
Or gothic whimsy.
Gothic anything.
Gothic
Except
anything.
Edgar Allan Poe. I like him.
There you go.
But I don't want to
I feel like Kolchak's in that style of sort of an Edgar Allan Poe-esque. Because Edgar Allan Poe, I guess, apparently invented the detective story.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of the same vein, only this is a newspaper reporter, which is kind of a neat twist on it. I like that idea.
You know what it reminded me of more is what's his name? The guy I don't like, that Adam likes. What the fuck is his name?
The one that was trapped by a hurricane. Richard Stanley.
No, the writer.
Oh, H.P. Lovecraft.
H.P. Lovecraft. It reminds me more of that than Edgar Allan Poe. Because of the
Oh, this?
stuff. Yeah.
You mean the writer Adam and Frank cannot stand?
No, Adam loves. Frank can't stand. I can't.
Oh, yeah. I've tried.
Frank don't like that. Frank don't understand it. Frank don't like it.
I can't do it. I just don't give a shit.
No, it's too light. You can skim it and get the same effect. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let somebody else adapt it. Like go watch a good what's his name, Stuart Freeborn, or was that who the guy who did all the H.P. Lovecraft adaptions? What was his, Smith, Stuart Gordon, yeah, Stuart Gordon. Just watch his movies and you'll be like, oh, okay, that's H.P. That's fine. Go watch the Guillermo del Toro movie. That's H.P. Lovecraft.
I've heard H.P. Lovecraft, actual writing. I just don't like it.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't even have to bother with it.
It's yeah, you don't need to watch it or hear. The closest thing I've come to liking it is Color Out of Space, and that's because they got me hooked with Nick Cage, and I'm like, all right, I'll watch it. And then you watch it, I'm like, oh,
I'm the color of space.
He's boring in it, and yeah, but it's not a bad movie. But.
Is it as bad as Freddy or the Downtown or One Night at Freddy's or whatever it's fucking called?
Willy's Wonderland.
That's it.
That was a disappointing movie.
This movie sucked. It was so pointless.
Yeah.
Plus, Lovecraft was a kid toucher.
I don't know about that.
I never heard that.
No. He was a racist, yeah, but
he was a racist. Well, I mean, of his time, he was a bit bigoted, but I think he kind of got over that because he did marry a Jewish woman, so that kind of tells you something. Or he just so hated everybody, he just needed money, so he married whatever he could find.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me go to the calendar right now
Oh my God!
because I missed this last week, but it would have been more prevalent then. June 14th of 2015, this very show debuted. Twilight Zone. LIW The Twilight Zone review.
Wow.
6 years.
Cool.
We're 6 years old now. On the 23rd.
Happy anniversary, buddy.
Yeah. The 23rd of 2020, Dick made his debut on this show. So he just hit his year. And a few days ago was his birthday as well. How was it?
Happy birthday, Dick.
It's fine.
That's exactly the reaction I expected.
How old are you now?
How old do you think I am?
44?
No. Not even close.
Yeah.
Do you see it? Do you see any gray hair in here?
Yeah.
People
Well,
go gray
look at
at,
my
my
beard.
cousin went gray at like 17.
That's true. Yeah, gray is a misnomer.
Yeah, gray doesn't help. I got gray in the beard too if I grow
Yeah,
up.
everybody does. When you turn 35, you get gray in the beard. It just happens.
Yeah, that's how I got it.
Or you have a fucked up life and it's depression and it's sadness and it's all the things.
Up here though, I only got like 2 or 3 gray hairs that grew up. Doesn't spread. It's weird.
My dad's hair is all white, and he was white when he was like 40. So
My dad was white when he was in his 30s. Yeah.
yeah, like Steve Martin hair.
Yeah.
My brother's going more gray than me, and he's younger. He's 7 years younger than me. So, but he has a lot of stress that I don't have.
Are you gonna freak out next year?
No,
No.
it'll feel like it'll feel like today. Nothing changes. Everything. I'll just maybe have more money. I don't know.
You're
I don't
40.
know about that.
I mean, I don't know.
So what? You just turned 40, or
I'm
you're
going to 39,
okay?
and I'm 39 forever, like Jack Benny.
My aunt's still 29, even though she's like 75 in real
There
life.
you go. See, yeah, fantastic.
I'm like, you had a blown out fucking shit 29 years if you're 29, lady.
I'm 29 years old.
I am 29.
Speaking of 29,
The rough
was that
29.
how old Kojak's hooker girlfriend was in this movie?
Okay, let's talk about her.
Awkward.
He talks about how he's going to find information. He goes, I went to talk to a friend of mine who's more than a friend or something
Lady of the night.
And she's working at a Las Vegas hotel overnight. She's a hooker. So all of my notes are like, Kolchak proposes to his hooker, forced to leave town. Like, that's my last note. Like,
it's kind of a downer ending. It's really kind of a sad ending. Like, it's kind of dark. Well, no, but in the next one, it's more comedic.
Because
with this one, it's way more. It's darker in this one.
Well, in this one, they didn't plan on having a second movie, so they're like,
"Yeah,
we're gonna end like we're gonna end." The second one, they go, "We're having a third movie. Let's end it in a fun way to set up the third movie." And that third movie happened.
They don't. Show. Yeah, they got a TV show out of it because there is a third TV movie, but it's just a combination of 2 episodes.
Yeah, I read the premise. If you read IMDb, you can read the premise of the proposed third movie. It sounds fucking awful.
Yeah,
they're in Hawaii and they track like, oh my god, it just keeps going.
But it's written by David Chase, the guy that created The Sopranos.
Really?
Yeah, David Chase cut his teeth writing these episodes, and so did Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale. They wrote an episode of Night Stalker. That's what got their career started. Yeah, they wrote one of the worst ones too, about a headless motorcycle rider.
You know what's funny is
so stupid.
I always saw this poster and I thought it was Lance Hendrickson. I thought it was him or Lance Hendrickson.
Yeah, it's like Millennium. No, yeah. Well, Kolchak is in X-Files, which a lot of people say Kolchak the Night Stalker is kind of the precursor to the X-Files.
Very much so.
Yeah, because Chris Carter's a big fan of that show, so that's why we have X-Files. And Chris Carter never did anything again because I guess he's kind of a hack.
I don't know.
Well, he hasn't done anything. I think the X-Files, when that was on, it must have went to his head and he went crazy. He must have just been a megalomaniac or something.
I don't know.
Burned all his bridges down.
How do we go in order on this? Because it's the same thing over and over. It's very repetitive.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Are you talking about number 1 or number 2? Are we doing both at the same time?
That was pretty clear in the beginning, but Night Stalker.
They're very different, but they're very similar because, and again, the show's the same way. The show is you have the monster of the week. Nobody believes Kolchak. Kolchak solves the mystery, stops the killer, whatever. And nobody cares. And he gets yelled at, and that's it. That's basically the premise of the show, which is odd because Richard Matheson never wrote an episode of Kolchak. He wrote the movies, but never an episode.
He must have moved on and been like, fuck it, something else.
Let's see.
I'm sure, what's it called, came out of Omega Man. I don't know if he wrote the script for that or just the original for Last Man on Earth. I don't know if he rewrote it.
Well, yeah, he wrote I Am Legend. That was his.
I don't know if he wrote the actual adaptations of the new scripts or just
I don't know.
Adapted his original novel.
Yeah,
I think he just wrote the novel. But yeah, Mega Man came out around then. It's not a good movie. Eventually we will have to watch that. Unfortunately, that sucks.
Yeah, pretty much
like the video game.
Oh,
not Mega
Man. Omega Man. It's actually not. It's not a terrible movie, but it's very dated. That's why I like it.
Well, I Am Legend is fine. It's not great. It's fine.
I like it.
Last Man on Earth is fun, and then Omega Man is very, very cheesy.
And Keenan Wynn is in the Night Stalker TV show.
Ooh,
he plays the police captain.
Really?
Yep. Kolchak, I can't take this.
Interesting. Keenan Wynn keep blowing in. That's an MST3K joke.
I got the wind in my eye.
How do we go on? Like I said, I'm confused. At one point, they get he gets some like women together to make a sketch of the man, the suspect, and they put that in the paper. And then we see the paper, and then it cuts over to a casino where at this point I'm still like, he must be like not really a vampire, but has the similarities of a vampire. Like he has a weird blood thing, like Kolchak said, and that's it. But no, he's a full-fledged vampire.
Yeah.
But we see
What the fuck, your blood?
Yeah. We see a woman wandering around a casino, and then we see the eyes of the person watching her, and it's just like fucking bloodshot eyes just watching her. She freaks out. He goes outside to grab her, and then she sicks her dog on him, and he just goes, "Gah!" and chokes it. And
that was my favorite part. Because she's like, fuck you, pal. I got a dog. Opens her car door. The dog runs out. He goes, arr, arr, arr.
Yeah.
Drops it. And she's like, she just looks at him, and then he just goes in for the kill.
Like, oh no, that was the only line of defense I had.
So here's the vampire.
Yes.
And then he watches her. All right. Since this is on YouTube, I'm just going to show it. Fuck it. Take our chances. She looks like Mick Jagger a little bit.
Fair use.
She looks like a cross. Six the dog on him. Here comes the dog. This isn't that Twilight 1985 movie we watched, episode we watched about the dog, Acts of Terror.
Yeah.
All right, goes up after him, and he's just like, it looks like she's doing some sort of mind meld thing on him.
Yeah.
And he just kills the dog.
That's her last defense line, is her mind powers that she does not have.
And I'm pretty sure in this shot she's pulling her dick out. I'm not sure what she's doing here.
But wow, this director did a lot of TV.
Did he?
Yeah, he was a professional director, that's for sure.
Hardworking directors of his day.
Just nothing but television, like, you know, Mission Impossible, Mod Squad, just tons of stuff.
He's the Fred Savage of his day.
And he just died like 2 years ago at 95 years old.
Good on him.
Good. He outlived the entire cast of the Night Stalker.
Right. He outlived this.
Even the whore.
The dirty whore.
The dirty whore Dem McGravin's banging for money. You think he was paying her the whole time?
Well,
like
this is where I start to question their relationship, because he starts like telling her details of the vampire stuff. And she's used to this, it seems like. And she's like, oh, well, this sounds like you're going to get fired from your job, just like you did in New York twice, just like you did in St. Louis, just like you did in Chicago, just like and she goes into detail in his personal life. I'm like,
yeah.
Is she a hooker now, or is he just cool with her hooking every city they go to?
Yeah, I feel like he's just been open to her for a while. Oh, Frank's dead. Oh, there he is. He's back.
What, do you think I'm falling asleep?
I don't know.
No, I'm just listening. Like
Spice Rum is talking.
I just don't know where to go with any of this, to be honest with you. I'm like, no. When you made the comment about the dog, I went, oh God.
Well, that's the thing. It's a basic setup. It's you set up this guy's a killer. You show the guy kill women as the movie progresses, and then he's a vampire, so that comes out. And then the best part of the whole thing is when Kolchak decides, well, I got to take care of this myself. So he finds the guy where he lives at night, and he brings a stake and a hammer.
Well, hold on. Backtrack a little bit. He gets information. They realize he might be right. He goes, all right, this is part of the deal. I get exclusive rights in this story as long as you guys all carry crosses and stakes with hammers. And they're like, let's have a little huddle here. And they do a little, what do you want to do? I want to fucking get rid of this guy, kill him, bury him out in the desert. What do you want to do, Joe Pesci him? And they're like, all right, we'll do it. As long as if we don't follow your lead and it falls apart, you get the fuck out of town. And he's like, all right. And then he just randomly overhears some guy walks up and he goes, Oh, it's the doctor's old laboratory. And he's like, oh, that's where he is. He must be at his old laboratory in the basement. I'm like, how the fuck did you get that?
No, some guy comes up and tells him where the guy's house is, because this guy he's in the back of his car, which was the best part of the movie, because he's got Kolchak has contacts everywhere, which is kind of funny.
Grandpa Munster's in the back of his fucking car.
Grandpa Munster was in the next movie.
Was he?
Yeah, he's in the Night Strangler. It's a different man in the back of his car. Another character actor.
They are the same movie.
It's another character actor, and he goes, "Oh, I was going to tell you that I found out where that guy lived. I found his house, but I fell asleep in the back of your car."
Was it Stanley Adams?
Probably. What's he look like? Put him up
From Star Trek.
Oh yeah, that was him. Yeah,
Cyrano Jones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
That's the go-to character actor of the day. And he's in the back of his car. Oh, I fell asleep.
And this guy, whoever this guy is, who looks 90% Brad Dourif. Look at him. How is that not Brad Dourif? Look at him.
That's very Brad Dourif-y.
That's crazy.
Maybe that's his dad.
All right.
Brad Dourif.
Yeah, he tells him that, but I'm like, why? How did he find this out? They don't bother telling you.
It doesn't matter, because the movie's coming to an end. You got 10 minutes left. You got to wrap it up.
Well, 15, because he walked around. He goes in there and he goes inside.
That's why I fast forwarded it.
This is where I say both movies are the fucking same, because the exact same thing happens in the second one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're very similar. Yes.
This one's quicker though. He goes inside. He immediately finds a girl hooked up to a IV bag with they're taking her blood, and he unhooks it and he's like, "Let's get you." Oh, here he comes. And he hides. It's like Fright Night, and he hides. And obviously before Fright Night, but he waits for the vampire to come in. He comes in and he leaves, and he tries to help the woman. He breaks in, and then they fist fight for a little bit.
Yeah, the fight scene's pretty funny, because he's just throwing him around like a rag doll. And then I guess he gets shot. But then they figure out, oh, it's daytime. They knock all the cloth down from the windows. Sun comes in. They pull a James Woods vampire kill, basically.
Yeah. So they
sleep,
he immediately pounds a stake into the vampire's heart.
That made me laugh, because that's when the cops come in. And the cops come in.
And I was like, what the fuck are we watching?
He's just killing him. And then the cops come in and
I love that he pauses and like,
but yeah.
pounding.
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. And then, of course, the old.
Why do you keep doing that?
You're going to fall asleep. I'm going to boot you.
I'm not falling asleep. What do you mean? I'm sitting here laughing to what you're saying.
He's listening.
How am I asleep and laughing?
You're
just.
He's a working man. What do you want from him? Do you have to go to work tonight again?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, my procedure's tomorrow.
Back procedure?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
gender reassignment.
I'm going to be Francis.
He already is Francis.
My name is Francis Lake.
Francois.
My name is Francis, legally.
I'm brave. I'm a brave woman.
Oh God! Did you see that guy that identifies as a woman and just took the national, took the he's got the record for the
yeah, no kidding,
the biggest deadlift in the UK.
Yeah. I just think it's funny that men are being better women at women things. So it just proves to you that men are better.
Well, it's one of those things where this is why I hate the far left. We're like, how are they protesting transition men being in the Olympics? I'm like, because it's unfair.
Yeah.
Unfair to the women.
See, that's why you're a bigot, because
well, fuck, I guess I'm a bigot then.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's just madness. It's madness. We're in a world of madness now. This is the Night Stalker world we're living in.
Yeah.
You're going to find a guy pounding a woman who he thinks is a man as a woman as a vampire. He's going to be stuck.
Well, I guess since we're on the subject, let's pause here. If they think we think men are chopping off their dicks and becoming women to compete. That's ridiculous. Nobody thinks that. But the fact is they are doing that and competing against the women, which I think is unfair.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem with that, then something's fucked with you. I don't.
Yeah.
Why would you even want the former men who are now women competing against women? It's completely unfair.
Yeah. Well, that's the funny part. Like, I don't care if you want to transition. That's fine. That's your journey.
Don't give
but
a
like,
shit.
don't tell me. Well, now I'm a man as a woman, but I'm going to go run the 40-mile dash and break every record and win Miss Nevada. I'm going to go win Miss Nevada, which just happened. A transgender won Miss Nevada. I'm just like, no, you're not a woman. You in your head, yes, sure, whatever, your journey, but you can't win a ribbon for that. You can't win trophies for that. You shouldn't be allowed to because you're not the same.
In a beauty pageant.
Yeah, beauty pageant. The girl's got to be real ugly to get beaten by this one.
Hey, you go to Bangkok, you'll get confused.
Oh, I have.
Fuck some
Of
lady
course
boy.
he would win.
I have.
Because everyone's afraid to be labeled as a whatever.
But at least those lady boys keep their boy bits because that's why people buy them. Once they get rid of the boy bits, they don't want them.
Maybe can you imagine what they do if they could afford the surgeries out there? If they weren't, man boy prostitutes.
Well, that's why they don't do it for because they do it because they get paid to do it. That's why.
Yeah, but
people pay for the penis and the boobs. They want both.
It's a country people go to get ridiculously high on things and fuck
anything
or fuck 14-year-old boys.
Fuck whatever you want.
That's all Thailand is for.
Arthur C. Clarke land. It's Arthur C. Clarke land.
That's why they call it
2001 was a very different novel than the movie.
Arthur C. Clarke was a pedophile. Let's just get that out there.
We both
Absolutely.
came at the same time. It was beautiful.
I wrote the 2001 novel, and I also love 12-year-old boys.
Can you imagine how boring that novel must be?
It's
because
pretty
there's
boring.
going to be none of what makes the movie great in that novel. It's got to be so fucking boring and stupid and have so much shit.
Did you ever watch the sequel, 2010?
No, I don't like Rush Scheider. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I never did.
I haven't either.
The first 20 minutes, and I went. No,
I'm curious because Peter Hyams, the director, did say that Kubrick watched it and he said, "You know what? I like this sequel. You have my blessing to make the movie and all that stuff." I thought that was kind of neat, so I'm kind of curious to see it, just to see because he says it is and isn't a direct sequel, so it kind of it's kind of out there. It's like the book and the movie.
I'll tell you what,
Dr. Sleep.
I got the next 4 nights to myself.
Oh.
Which I've never had.
Wow. You're going to be jerking off like crazy.
That couch is going to get wrecked.
Oh, not that you can't fuck couches nowadays. They are too aggressive material.
They're going to rip your dick off.
They'll rip your dick right off, man. 8-year-olds, bro.
That zipper is going to open your sack.
Yeah, you can't fuck a modern couch. That was only in the 80s.
After you fuck your modern couch, you can go to the Olympics and play in female sports.
Well, since it's going to be off, might as well.
Might as well.
Let me, because I've had time to think about what we're talking about. If you really have a problem with what we're talking about with the Olympics, go fuck yourself. It's not about issues of people being who they want to be. We're fine with that. Just don't compete up against women. It's so unfair to them.
Well, if that's going to be the case, then forgive Barry Bonds and Jose Canseco for juicing, and Lance Armstrong. Like, you can't do it, even if you were juiced. Are you going to go run the Tour de France? And speaking of the Tour de France, do you see that shit?
Oh, I did.
Oh my god!
What
they
happened?
pulled a. It's beautiful. It's hilarious.
Let me pull up footage.
Let's show you, Frank, because this is hilarious.
I'll type in. Let's see how many letters I get into Tour de France before it autocorrects. T.
Tour de France
2021. There it is.
There it is. It's the
I typed in one letter. All right.
Verizon Business Unlimited.
I don't pay for YouTube because fuck that. I'm not paying for YouTube. You can go fuck yourself every single time. I'm not doing it.
I got the no commercial thing. It's beautiful.
Not doing it. Fuck 'em.
I do. I pay for
it. I didn't pay for it.
So worth it. It is so worth it.
How many riders?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. The reason it started was because they show an angle here. I just watched this last night. Here it is. Oh, let me backtrack.
There's a
little
guy.
bit.
Yeah, there's a just.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let him see it live because. Okay,
Is
it's gonna cut to what happened
let's
here.
hope. That is a massive crash, Bob. It's
Oh, they'll show it here after this.
Oh.
I watched the same video last night. That's why I was halfway through. Okay, Frank, watch this. Watch the left side here, right about here.
Okay.
How many people are going to get back up?
Right,
out of
that
this? Once
sign
again,
right
on
there,
the left
Phil.
of your picture. Oh my goodness me!
He smacks his head on the pavement and then gets ran over
Oh
50
no!
times.
Oh, this guy's laughing. This guy in the front.
But there's a. I'm gonna stop sharing there. But there's
Oh,
like a photo of just guys laying there with blood all over their faces.
oh, yeah, they got
It's
fucked
like,
up.
ugh.
Yeah.
Because you fall in the cement and then people run you over and bikes hit you in the face. But it happens like that, so you don't really
Yeah.
see the images like that. But
And you're not going to feel it
what
until
did
like
his
20 minutes
sign
later.
say?
Stay away, fools, because love rules at the
No,
Love Shack.
it was German and it said like grandma, grandpa, hello, or something like that. It was something along those lines. That's really what it said.
Deutschland, Deutschland, überall.
I mean, didn't they learn at Le Mans back in '60s to get the fans away from the fucking track?
See, Germans ruin every sport. They ruined track and field with Munich in the Olympics in '72, where the Palestinians came and killed the Jews, and then they ruined the Tour de France right now. Oh, and they ruined World War
Le
II.
Mans. And
And
they
they
ruined
ruined
Le Mans.
all bicycling in Holland for about 40 years.
That's true. They stole all the bikes from the Dutch.
I remember Remco saying, he's like, yeah, Germany invaded, but they stole our bikes. He like said it. It's like,
That's
oh,
what really pissed us off was they stole all the
it
bikes.
wasn't Irish. That's the way I said it, but
Whatever.
they stole our bikes. And I was like,
The-
that's how you put that. I say they conquered our land. You say they stole our bikes.
Well, they're at war with the sea, so they've been fighting the ocean for 500 years.
They're basically the country of New Orleans.
Well, they're smart too. Well, fucking, I don't know why New Orleans doesn't follow their fucking the way they run things, because they got it to a science. They got it down. There is no flooding in Holland at all, ever, and it rains all the time.
Not
there.
yet.
Well, not yet. They've perfected it. They don't. They never will.
It's been 1,600 years. They
Yeah.
just have to go underwater.
Like they're
They've got it
fucking.
figured out.
They're amazing. What they've done, what they've accomplished is amazing. And America's so stupid they can't figure that shit out themselves.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
but if they don't raise their levies within the next 50 years, it's going to overflow.
Oh my God! The next 50 years.
there is a difference because I was in New Orleans and I moved that clay that they call dirt.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't absorb a fucking drop. So when it rains, it literally goes bloop, like in minutes. So there is a difference.
Well, I think they cemented. It's mostly cement and everything else.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dikes. Yeah.
Yeah, dikes.
Oh, well, I don't care about your fucking homophobic remarks, but
It's all a bunch of fucking dirty ass dikes.
underground. Same thing as.
Let's take care of this shit.
Can we not, guys?
How you doing? How you doing? I work in Holland. I'm a dyke. I keep the water back. That's what I do for a living. I've got my own security business.
Oh my! Some Dutch boy put his thumb in me, and I'm turning off the men forever now.
Fucking gross.
Hey, that was a really smart joke, by the way.
So sick of these
All
fucking
right.
pussy faggot men coming up to me.
Jesus.
I was waiting until the F word came up, and there it is.
Oh, it's not a bad word. It's a funny word. I don't care what anybody says.
I don't know. All right, let's. Only because I know you don't care. In a
Yeah,
minute.
I don't care.
That's why I
Yeah.
don't. All right.
One of
so-
my best friends is homosexual. I don't care.
Oh, speaking of, how did you guys do the show?
What? Oh no, we did not. His boss had her boss had a problem, so she couldn't do it. So we're probably going to do it. She hasn't talked to me yet, so we'll figure it out.
Thursday night?
Well, that was the original plan.
This Thursday?
She hasn't. I need to text her. I'll find out.
Yeah.
I'll find out. But it's Carrie.
I'm gonna be bored as shit. That's all I'm saying. Like I said,
That's
I
what
got 4 or 5
I'm saying.
minutes off.
Yeah.
Like you mean her meaning him or her meaning her?
Let's not do this again. You understand what we're talking about, Frank?
My friend is transgender.
Let's just say the conference. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Well, you said gay. I mean, that's different.
No. My other friend is gay. I have two friends. I have a number. I have a number of friends that are homosexual and lesbians, and also transgendered. I got my head of the. I got them all.
I got
You
my
live in
head in the
California.
Well, I say you live in California. You live in LA long enough. You got a lot of gay friends,
Oh yeah.
especially LA. Holy shit, they're everywhere.
What was that gay guy we went to school with?
James.
Yeah, the guy who denied being gay. We're all
Well,
like,
and he
"Gay."
was living with that. He was living with that director of photography. Did you know that?
Director of photography.
Remember John? I don't want to say his name. I don't want to say his name. He was one of the teachers at our school, and I guess he was living with him for a time.
Photography.
He worked with some big hitters. He's a big cinematographer.
Okay. Put that together. Okay. Yeah, he denied because he was from like Kentucky or Virginia or something like that, like somewhere from the South, and we're all like, "You're gay. It's fine. Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares." And
No, you're fine. I mean, you're fine. Meaning, I'm not gonna lick your balls.
yeah,
but you're
God's
fine.
the one who's going to punish you, not us. That's all we're saying.
No. God will let you be okay, but I'll beat you to death.
You go the other way. Okay.
I go the other way.
Okay.
I believe in a loving God, but a spiteful human.
God loves you. Unfortunately,
I don't. God, he believes in you, but I will fucking kill you.
he believes in you. He still hates you and will smite you.
Yeah, that will destroy you, Mother Abigail.
All right.
But- No, that's it. And this show is dark because it ends. Basically, the police, the DA, and the mayor come together and say, "Call Jack. You're arrested for murder." What? You're under arrest for murder in the first degree against Klopek, or whatever the guy's name was, some foreigner guy who was the vampire.
Klopek. Is that Slavic?
Slavic?
No.
That's about a 9 on the tension scale there, Rube. But they entrap him basically, so the story cannot be released. He's essentially fired from his job, and then his girlfriend, his hooker girlfriend, is basically told this, and she runs away, and he loses her.
Okay, so that's before that scene. It's prefaced by him proposing to her in the most roundabout way with no ring because he's broke.
Yes,
He desperately wants to go back to New York. That's a big character thing we should talk about. He was chased out of there based on this shit we watch here. He gets too involved in the story, and he apparently kills vampires. Who knows what he dealt with before that? But he proposes to her. She's like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "You're gonna love New York," and he's all like,
"You're gonna love New York because you can hook all you want."
He swings into the cop station, and they're all like, it's the same. You can tell they're all shot on the very same day. Like he walks into there, and they're like, "Kolchak, we're gonna talk to you." So either you're going to go down for killing the dude and, go down for murder, or you're going to get the fuck out of town right now and never come back. You're not welcome back in Las Vegas.
They even bring his suitcases into the office.
Yeah.
That's all he owns is 3 suitcases and a typewriter.
He was just in his room with the hooker. When he gets there, they already have the hooker gone and all his shit here. They are a very efficient police force.
Go figure.
But she says, the guy says online that I love, the police commissioner. He goes, he's talking about his hooker girlfriend. He goes, "She's an undesirable element, and we don't want undesirable elements in Las Vegas." I'm like, that is literally how I would define Las Vegas.
That is Las Vegas. That's what I said too when I was watching. I was like, that's Las Vegas.
Yeah, it is undesirable elements. That's Vegas. It's people who failed. It's like Alaska. It's people who had horrible mistakes somewhere else. They go here as a last-ditch effort. In Alaska, they go there to escape something. But
that's why it reminded me that this guy would be working with Randall Flagg.
Oh, yeah.
In Las Vegas. He'd be that
Santa
guy.
Monica PD.
Santa Monica PD. Yeah, he's great. He's got rid of all the drug users and stuff. Like in Santa Monica, we had a lot of drug users in there.
Oh, we got rid of them. Oh, I'm going to take
great.
Flag right now.
I love you, Randall Flagg. You're wonderful.
We're going to get you a sausage sandwich and a Chicago dog, and we're going to get you down to Randall Flag.
And we're going to have a great crab roll down at the Malibu Pier.
There's no crab.
We got crab.
Lake Michigan crab.
Well, yeah, it's imported.
Ew.
Oh, God.
Ew. That sounds like that we get on Michigan Avenue from the hookers
Ah!
in Chicago.
Is there
Hi,
anything you eat that
Jack.
comes out of that nasty ass lake?
Yeah.
You want to see it's curdled?
I got Lake Michigan crabs, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God!
Don't
Drained
sit
of all
on
their blood.
my toilet seat after me. Ugh, they're still there.
It's just give you a back scratcher so I can get in there good.
Back scratcher.
Can you imagine that? Oh, a back scratcher on a clit. Oh my gosh, that'd be so awful.
No Family Guy jokes, please.
Why?
This is a classy program.
Oh, you're right.
Anyway, so he's fucking his hooker in the ass. And she's like, let's go to New York City. And
He's
like,
fucking his 16-year-old hooker in the ass. Kolchak, I love you. That's right, baby. You love
What was
me.
her name again? It was it was the worst hooker name I ever heard.
Twiggy.
Where the fuck is she?
Fugwa.
I don't even see her on here.
And the next movie.
There is a man whose name is Elisha Cook Jr. That's a man. Elisha. Alicia.
Well, Marion Cabretti.
Her name is Gail.
I know in Ashley that's that's a dude because his parents wanted a girl. They weren't having it, and when they were like, congratulations, it's a boy. What are you gonna name it? Ashley. Well, it's a boy. I don't give a shit.
Actually used to be a man's name.
Ash is the name of the Evil Dead character. Ashley. That's the
Ashley used to be a male name, and then it became a female name. But I knew an Ashley too, and he just went by AJ.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck that, I'm not doing it.
My point being is like his parents
so much
literally
pussy.
told him, "We named you Ashley because we wanted a girl." Like, there's no two ways around that.
That's gonna.
I don't want to talk
nice
about
brain.
parents naming their children because it gets real sad real quick on this show.
Seattle.
Let's move on. So,
Aspen.
Who names their kids after cities? Come on.
What's his name?
I know, right?
Aspen. That's his
Douchebag.
name.
You say Asperger's?
Aspen. Aspen.
Oh, sorry.
That was on True Detective season 2. His name's Aspen.
Hey, I mean, my son's real name is Jacksonville.
Oh my God. A redneck fucker from Jacksonville. That's a Limp Bizkit reference.
Wow, what the? Oh, I thought it was.
He never said
Kid
redneck
Rock.
anything.
Redneck fucker from Jacksonville. Yes,
He
he
never
did.
said that.
That was a Limp Bizkit lyric. Absolutely.
On
Hot
what
dog
song?
flavored water.
Oh, that I never heard anything from that album.
Well, then
Why
you don't
the
know
fuck
what you're
are you
talking
arguing?
about.
Why are you arguing that the merit of that, Frank?
because I don't know. I didn't think he.
I don't.
I guess that album is just not good enough
I don't
compared to the
recognize
other ones.
that whole album, the one with Nookie on it. I don't recognize that entire album.
Just $3 bill, y'all.
So one out of however the fuck many albums Fred Durst and his gang have are just not good enough for you.
No.
Okay.
Mrs. Aguilera, come and get some. That's again.
Frank,
Hot
he
Dog
did
Flavored
it all
Water.
for the Nookie, okay?
So he could get a cookie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's rolling.
Yeah.
He's rolling.
Yeah. Keep on. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do we give this out of 10, guys?
I'll give it a good solid 7.
I also gave it a 7.
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I finally watched it because I always knew about it. And I watched the show. I never saw the original movie, so I'm glad I finally seen them. And they're basically, this is the show, so they ain't strayed too far from the formula.
I'll give it a 7. Yeah. I mean, it was at least it was entertaining.
Yeah.
I will say this. It has a 7.6 in IMDb, and I was going 7 or 8. Because
Yeah,
based on what I
8.
knew, TV movie from the 70s, I'm like, here we
1972.
go.
1972. That's a long time ago.
And it did feel like the setup formula for a police squad.
Yeah.
This is what they're parroting. This is the exact thing that they're parroting.
Yeah.
Where it's
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
It's him, and it has the same exact stuff, and it has the music, and it's all the stuff that the Abrams and Zuckers of the world are parroting in those movies and show.
When I see two guys in togas stabbing the shit out of each other, I shoot the bastards. That's my policy.
You
You
moron.
killed 3?
That was a Shakespeare in the Park reenactment of Julius Caesar, you moron. You shot 5 actors. Good ones.
Good ones.
That's the best part. When she says, you shot 5 actors. Good ones. That's the best ... That's so great.
My favorite joke is still, who are you? How do you get in here? He goes, the locksmith. And I'm the locksmith.
Was that for the movie or is that for the show?
No, that's a TV show.
That's good, yeah.
It's perfect.
That's a show. That's a show joke right there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's great.
that's a good one. Maybe this will refresh your memory. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, maybe this will refresh your memory. When they keep giving the 20s back to each
Yeah,
other.
it's like can I borrow 20? Here you go. Yeah, here you go. I know more. He was dealing H.
Hey, you gonna say that shit?
And me and my girlfriend watched the show, like some of the episodes together, and it's even in the movie, the first one.
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
Leslie Nielsen gets hit in the face with a pillow. We still quote do this to this day where he goes,
yeah. Oh yeah, it's great. I love that. Yeah,
it's fucking perfect.
It's wonderful. Yes.
He does it. Screams.
He does it in the movie when he gets the towel thrown out. He does the same thing in Naked Gun 2. Yeah.
The first in the show, it's a pillow, and then the movie's the towel.
I think they do it, but in both movies, I think they do it.
Yeah,
they do it a couple of times. Yeah,
every time it's perfect.
It's great. Well, Leslie Nielsen, rest in peace.
Because the way he leans back and
no, he was great. It's just funny.
Like someone's holding it behind his head.
Yeah,
let it go.
And
I fucking love the chalk outline in the water. Nuremberg gets shot 47 times. He still makes it.
All right. Yeah, I see how this rabbit hole's going. Let's get out of here. See how 7's all around. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I did enjoy this. I'm glad I watched it finally.
Are you going to watch the show or try to attempt to watch the show now? Or
like I said, I got it on the LIW Anthology review show list. So, because it is X-Files, where it's not really an anthology because it has the same main characters, but every episode is vastly different.
Well, it's a Monster of the Week. It's the same show, but it's a Monster of the Week.
So that's why we're putting it on anthology. So
yeah, it's I would say it's accurate. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get out of here then, right? LIWstudios.com, Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube. Tuesday nights are Twilight Zone. Wednesday nights anthology series review, and then either a Frankenheimer, Carpenter, or Nick Cage movie. Tomorrow is going to be a Nick Cage movie, The Weatherman from 2005.
Oh boy!
I think I've seen it once, and I don't remember.
10 p.m. Eastern for both nights. Live shows. Frank.
Indy stock car.
These are when you say words.
Oh yeah. ISCP.
Any?
Okay. Yeah. Well, we recorded a show. I haven't posted it yet because I'm lazy.
Indy Sportscar podcast is what Frank's talking about. I guess
that's it. Yeah. Thank you. Well, I mean, they're off for a month, so I don't even know what to talk about. So, yeah.
Red Dragons Radio, Frank, also.
Oh, reddragonsradio.com. Go over there. Plenty of great shows over there. Also, our favorite podcast is on that great site. King's Fall is AM.
I haven't listened to that in about 2 years.
Well, they haven't done anything new in about 2 years.
I mean, they're done, so.
Are they?
Yeah, they're done.
Oh, they called it quits?
They had a falling out amongst the cast, and they're done.
Figures.
That's what I understood.
Oh, well. It was
so basically one person was the Frank who was fucking up the whole show and got booted, and they decided to call it quits.
It was probably Ben.
I don't know.
It got a little bit towards the end. There was like,
I haven't listened to the last 50 episodes. I have no idea.
You should listen to it. Yeah, it's good. It got a little bit too crazy, but yeah.
It started to get a little too serious for me, and I was like, "All right, I like serious every once in a while, but every episode in a row now is serious, and I'm like, okay.
What
Yeah,
was this show? I never heard of it.
King
King's
Falls
Falls
AM.
AM. It's a great podcast.
Good podcast. If you're going to start at episode 1, go right ahead. It's great for a
Yep.
long time.
Yep.
You can go to Red Dragons Radio, Dick, and look that up.
That's all right. I don't get to do that.
Anyway, good show. Let's get out of here. We will be back for, if you're on the live stream, in a few minutes. If you're on the podcast, you'll be on the next podcast. But Richard Matheson, 1973, The Night Strangler, episode 265. Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Frank Links.
Take it.
Let's go out on this.
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
Fuck yeah.
I missed that one.
I made some new ones.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I still don't know what that means.
If you're interested in fucking my brown star.
What more do you need?
I mean, a sunflower is somewhat large.
So her ass is huge.
Oh my god, it's like a tunnel. Put on some headlamps.
Oh my lord.
Go down there like my bloody Valentine. Ew.
Oh god.
Ew.
Okay. And on that note, I got to pee.
I wish I was still recording the podcast for that quote.
Oh god, I was gonna say something awful.
I mean, you can. We're still live, but we're not.
We're not. Oh yeah, we're recording. Oh, here you go.
You look up toys, aren't you?
No,
Don't fucking lie to me.
no, I got a UPS. It's shipping a hot toy. Yeah, but
So I wasn't wrong. Yeah.
what?
You're looking up toys, essentially.
No. I'm not on that now. I had there was an email that said my UPS package is arriving on Thursday,
Yeah, okay.
and it's my Hot Toys Biker Scout with speeder bike with Grogu from Mandalorian.
Nick Nolte?
He's available. I'm gonna order him probably next. That character's great.
Quickly.
So I said, Nick Nolte, I'll do that character. Fuck it. You just did the voice, obviously. It wasn't
pee.
the character.
I gotta pee.
Go pee. Oh. Go pee. Go pee. Oh, you're going to pee. Where's this shit off? Mm-hmm.
Was that a good line?
Roy. Oh.
I can't eat.
Shut up. Oh, sorry. I just got back.
Ah! Fuck you.
No, I can't eat or drink shit in the next half hour.
You
Oh, that's
surgery?
right. Yeah.
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 I'm going to play the last podcast, make sure it recorded. Recording the podcast. Hockenheimer, Carpenter, or done. So, all right. Let's go ahead and start the next podcast. There we go, guys. We're starting a podcast.
Hooray.
Do an intro. Get your fucking camera on, sir.
Oh, I forgot.
This one's for you, Dick.
You're entering a realm which is unusual. Maybe it's magic, or contains some kind of monster. The second one. Prepare to enter the scary door.
Ordering in the Twilight Zone review. There's a Kremlin destroying a plane! You gotta believe me! Why should I believe you? You're Hitler! No!
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW The Twilight review, episode 265 for Richard Matheson scripts from 1973, The Night Strangler. I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Brian Winks.
Take it.
Welcome, guys. It's part 2 of our night. It's the second in a row of Richard Matheson, The Night blank that we watched. And it's the same fucking movie, let's be honest.
Now, I'm going to say, this one, I think it's a funnier ending.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The ending is a lot better. It's more fun. I kind of enjoyed the ending's a lot of...
Oh, wait,
it was
yeah,
actually pretty
there it is.
good. Perfect setup for a show. Like the show leading into it.
They have so many surprise. Okay, let me just stop right here. We are going to talk about the ending. So the new podcast will be set up. Go ahead and check out this movie on YouTube. It's completely free. It's only an hour and a half, and just watch it. It's fine. It's worth your time. It's interesting. It is very much like the first one. It's almost the exact same fucking movie, you could say. Only this one has more arguing between him and his boss. That's all they do in this movie.
And John Carradine is the editor.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about the specifics, and we're going to spoil it. So if you want to stop right now, go ahead, check out the movie. We're getting the spoilers. We're talking about the ending first.
Yeah.
The ending does have more humor to it, to the point where characters keep popping up, like in the car, and I was waiting for a fucking monkey to show up. It got that comedic at the end.
BJ and the Bear is going to show up in the last minute.
Well, he's like doing his typical, the same thing in the first movie where he's doing his voiceover into a recorder, and he's playing it at the very end. And then what's his name? Vincenzo steps up. He's like, shut that fucking thing off. Like, what'd you shout? I lost my job too, asshole. You've got me fired. He's like, I thought you hated me. He's like, yeah, but I got fired too, so we're friends.
Yeah.
And then they're talking for another 3 minutes, and then the woman pops up in the back seat.
That was the great. I was going to school, and I can't, and I never get my associate's degree. Yeah, you got. I wish they would have both turned and said, "Shut up."
I was waiting for the monkey to pop up.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
it was not expected. I was like, okay, I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
I didn't like it as much as the first one. Ending wise.
Well, it's the same story.
I mean,
it's basically the exact same story.
Dick,
I just liked it that the main character went out the fucking window.
Well, that's the villain throws himself out a window at the end. It's beautiful. Good old Richard Matheson getting back to his Twilight Zone roots.
I did not like this movie as much as the first one. But there are parts I like way more about it. I like so go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I love the researcher.
Yeah.
Where
Wally Cox.
What he's saying, where have you've been here the whole time? 35 years. And I was like, oh God, you're wonderful. And he basically cracks the case for Kolchak, like the whole movie.
And then he's talking about it, like, yeah, 5 years. What are you gonna do?
And then he's like so proud of himself. It's so funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot more like humor in this one. I think the first one takes us a little bit too seriously, and this one's having fun. Yeah, this one's having fun with itself.
They're different in that way as far as tone goes, but
essentially,
cracks way more jokes when every time he walks into Vincenzo's office, he's laying down. He's like, "Hey, sweetheart, want to talk about something?"
Yeah,
because he knows he's just going to get yelled at for 20 minutes, and that's the fun. The second movie is way more fun. I will say that.
Yeah, the character of that woman, that lady reporter typing, and she always makes fun of Kolchak, and then he just rips her paper out of the typewriter. I thought that was funny. She's in the middle of writing a story, and he just rips it out of her typewriter and rips it and throws it. That was pretty good.
The Wally Cox stuff was interesting because he's a Twilight Zone actor too, from Agnes with Love. Frank, you remember that episode?
Proper,
of course.
Proper. He's trying to fuck a computer. Or other way around, technically.
Oh,
the computer's big prize is Wally Cox.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. Like, well, gee, let's put some cards in there. Oh, that's the computer's prize. You're a bad computer if that's your prize. That fucking guy.
Yeah, you're probably a Microsoft computer in that case.
Computer was a whore.
Yeah, she gives him a bunch of bad advice to go on a date with a real woman, and he blows it, obviously, because of the bad advice. And then she's like, "It's because I love you." It's so dumb. That episode is terrible.
See, it's one of them comedy episodes. They're never any good.
Well, I do have a Filthy Twilight Zone for that. Would you like to watch it?
Ooh, yeah.
Let me find it.
Didn't Matheson write that?
Huh?
Didn't Matheson write that?
I don't know. But let's watch the Filthy Twilight Zone version of that, because why not?
Right on.
Matheson did do the real still one.
Come on, say.
Listen to that music.
I used to play in high school.
Really?
Father played the.
Confess you feel something strange.
Yes, I do.
Do you know why?
Yes, I have a sore. I'm a dud. I can't even. I spilled all over Millie.
Nice.
I've always been shy with women. Now she's angry with me, she'll never me again. What kind of flowers?
That's all I had.
Very good. You even got a visual with that one. Huh?
Yeah.
It was technical.
Extremely obvious with the see-through censored sign.
Yeah. I spilled something all over. I don't know what. He said champagne in the original version.
What kind of flower? A big cock.
A cock. Sent to her with love.
That was the first one I did with visuals, I think.
No.
Yeah. Because I remember, because you were doing a few, and then all of a sudden there was a cock, and I lost it.
That was only the fourth one, so it's Filthy Twilight Zone number 4.
Only the fourth cock.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Every woman's taken at least 4 cocks in her life.
At least.
No big deal. And we don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit.
Missing only taken 2.
That's great.
Why are you okay? If a girl told me, if I was single and a girl told me I just took her cock 20 minutes ago, I'm like, so that doesn't explain why my cock's not in you. Like, nobody gives a shit.
No.
It's like, you trooper.
20 minutes ago, I was here.
You're basically the vagina equivalent of Omaha Beach. You're just going to take a pounding today, apparently.
It's like, but you've been here an hour.
And Vin Diesel's been inside of you.
She said it was 20 minutes ago, but it's still in my mouth. I don't know how you're talking this well, but
wow,
cool. The other two access ways, are they cool?
Because she's a good egg. She can fit 3 of them up in there.
Damn right. See some great movies like that.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, enough about middle school. Let's talk about something in the movie.
No, I love this one was funny because he goes and he talks to the girls at the who are getting murdered. Again, women are being murdered.
He talks to the girls who are being murdered.
He goes and he's investigating. He's talking to the women who knew the women that were murdered, and one of them was just a ditzy girl with a bull dyke guardian or something, and he even calls her. He basically calls her that. Like he says, "Oh, she had a husband."
Her name is Charisma, and he goes, "She had a husband, a jealous husband named Wilma." Wilma, and she's like that girl guy from Goonies.
She looks like Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah,
only younger.
She looks exactly the same.
Her name was Ron. It used to be Meg.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It's a mustache.
Call me Ron. Shut up, Meg.
It's I wonder if I can find out who that is. Oh, Margaret fucking Hamilton's in this.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Holy shit, is she?
She has
the Witch of the West in this movie.
She gives a little bit of exposition dialogue and moves on.
I'd give it to the Wicked Witch of the East.
I wrote down. Yeah, you're right. It is East. I wrote down 36 minutes 10 seconds. Let's cut to that, where he goes, "What?" And then it cuts to Margaret Hamilton. He says, "What?" a number of times in this movie, but here's one of them.
Anthropology. And she's a buff on just, every crazy subject there is in the world.
Yeah?
Ghosts, demons, vampires, and ghouls. You just name it.
She is a 47-year-old college student.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Her face.
Well, she's got pigtails, so.
Crazy about her, but she's got to be the one you talk to.
Yeah? What's her name?
Professor Crabwell.
What?
That. What?
What?
All right.
How can a man...
Cut to Margaret Hamilton.
Wearing her fascist outfit.
In all her glory with a skull above her head.
That's funny. That's a good
Tape
shot.
recorder in the forefront of the frame.
That's a nice shot. That's really well done.
That's part of what makes these two movies interesting is they're made for TV movies and they look like movies.
Well, that's back in the day. That's how they did that.
That's why I like Frankenheimer.
Yeah.
Not to bring him up, but
yeah,
he shot TV movies and a fucking movie. But this is, I love the framing of this because it's Margaret fucking Hamilton. They went, let's put a tape recorder that takes up most of the frame and throw her in the background.
And that's a reminder that she's going to die soon by having a human skull floating above her head.
Yeah.
Because you're fucking old, bitch.
Present and future in one screen.
So this is 73. When did she become an actual human skeleton? 85. She lived a
Whoa!
lot.
There she goes. Yeah. Good for her.
She's in 13 Ghosts.
Oh, that's right. She's the Tony Shalhoub's wife.
No,
oh wait, that's the new one.
The original.
The original, yeah, for the 50s.
She's Matthew Lillard's fuck buddy.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro! I fucked her so good.
Then it turned into a scene from The Cell.
Yeah.
Fucking like
Tarzim.
Oh, The Cell was awesome.
The Cell was awesome, but mixing that with Ghosts and putting in 13 Ghosts is
but mixing it with acid was better.
Yeah, The Cell. They made a sequel to that, Frank.
Yeah, straight to video.
Yeah, but I wasn't on acid watching that one.
Please do. Please do report back.
And record it.
My acid days are over.
I have 4 words for you, Frank. Please do report back.
I wouldn't even know where to get it if I wanted to.
How did you get it originally?
I was 18.
You listen to like fucking Jerry Garcia bullshit?
No, I was still in high school, you lunatic.
So the high school is the place to get the acid?
Frank, what I'm hearing is bang a bunch of high school kids.
I did.
Men or female. Or, whatever, and get some fucking acid. High school kids are not doing acid. They're doing Molly.
They're not even doing that anymore. They're such pussies now. They don't do anything.
I'm 30. I'm like third. I'm almost. Am I 38?
You're 38. Yes.
Yeah. I'm 38. Trust me. It was acid in high school, not Molly.
Why do I know your age better than you do?
Because he was on acid.
You know what's funny is I'm 37, Frank's 38, Dick, you're 39. We're right in a row. This is
There you
great.
go.
And Adam
See,
shows
like-
up, throws off the whole fucking curve.
Yeah.
Adam's
Oh,
in his
fuck.
60s.
I know.
R.I.P. Adam.
No, like, see, like there was no Molly. It was X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Euphoria when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
It's
wow.
the pretend drug from 90210.
Yeah. Like
Before.
I wanted to.
My drug
wanted
was
to
the
fuck
one
everything.
on. My drug was caffeine pills from Saved by the Bell.
Jesse's.
She gets all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. She, oh my god!
I'm a maid. She's freaking out on the bed.
I can't help myself. I take caffeine pills. That's bullshit. But
Remember
sure.
the episode of where Carlton took too much stuff? What the fuck was that?
Oh, I don't remember that one.
He took too much of something.
I didn't get that channel growing up. When I was growing up, well, I had
It was
antenna,
caffeine pills.
and the antenna we couldn't get channel 3, which is NBC. So I never saw NBC shows growing up.
How the fuck do you not get Channel 3 when you're growing up?
It didn't come in. We couldn't get it. That was the one station that was really hard to get on the antenna. It would never come in well.
Let's put a pause here for millennials.
Yes.
Channel 3 back in the day, depending on where you lived, didn't matter because the second you plugged in your video game station, it would go the back of the switch of the cable went Channel 3, Channel 4. That was your two options. You had to overrule everything.
Yep.
And you had to be on that channel to play your video games.
Channel 4
Think
was
about it like a HDMI plug, but it would overrule your TV. So it was weird back then, and it was fuzzy as fuck.
And the internet, you couldn't use the phone.
There was no internet back then.
No, but when you got the internet, when the first internet came out, you couldn't use the phone because you were on the internet charging, and they were charging you per hour to use the internet.
unless somebody called and then you were fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom, up until she just moved, so about a year ago, less than a year ago, was on dial-up.
Wow.
They did not have anything beyond that where she lived. She
Yeah.
doesn't live in like a middle of nowhere either.
Satellite.
It's slowly, regionally, they're getting digital coax cable, putting it in the ground, all that stuff.
Fucking
it's a
crazy.
slow process.
It's been 20 fucking
satellite.
years.
Yeah.
No, satellite TV is different than satellite internet.
Yeah.
How so?
You live in a city, Frank. There is a difference.
I do not live in a city. I live in the middle of freaking Pine Barrens.
Satellite TV is you need a satellite, right?
Yeah.
Satellite internet she had. It didn't fucking matter.
Ah.
It doesn't connect the same.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, not for nothing, but Starlink is pretty much operational now. You can get that now.
Well, yeah, she moved. She sold the house, and
that's satellite. That's satellite internet.
yeah, she's got a much better situation going on now. I think she has broadband.
Yeah, Comcast.
Probably up to like 56K.
I'm waiting for my Amazon Fire Stick 4K or whatever, and as soon as I get that, I'm canceling everything but internet Comcast. It's coming.
Why do you want Amazon Fire Stick?
Because so I can get rid of Comcast cable.
I agree with that. Comcast is fucking worse.
You just said it. You just put it out in the open. They're going to come and get you now. Comcast has many powerful friends. They're going to get you.
The White Sox won.
Yay.
Sorry.
Yeah, and they're going to win
So
again.
early in the season, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
The Suns lost yesterday, so we got to go to a game 6 now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
We're up 3-2 now.
What sport's that?
Basketball.
It's the sport of. So that's that sport.
The sport of kings. The sport.
Frank just like randomly pulled out a shotgun and blew his head off. It was weird.
Wacky. We had to cut it out because it was awful to see for the children.
Oh, he's back from the afterlife, and he's going to apologize for what he said.
Oh, there he is.
I want to apologize for what I said.
Oh, cool. Weird that he just set that up exactly. What did you say?
Oh, I said something about the Suns, but I know it's basketball.
Oh, cool. And you're rooting for them, right?
No.
Oh, he blew his fucking brains out again. How does a ghost do that? He's going to come back and say he apologizes and is rooting for the Suns.
I want to apologize, and I am rooting for the Suns.
Oh, cool, man. Thanks. It's cool. I appreciate that.
I really hope they make a good game of Game 6 and lose right at the end.
Game 7.
Whatever.
This is rest of the night, depending on what you say right now.
They got to play Game 7 no matter what.
I hope they force a Game 7.
And then what?
Lose.
Cool. Rest of the night, I just said. He's laughing, but I said rest of the night. All right, so
look at how better we can see the background with two people here.
Right? We can see the title.
Wow.
Nice.
It looks like an odd, old, detective novel from the 60s, like a seedy detective novel with, anal sex.
I just kicked him. He's going to have to reload that to rejoin.
Uh-oh.
If he does, that's up to him.
Why did you do that? Why'd you do that?
Not Shaq.
What did you do? Oh, this is a good script. Richard Matheson wrote a good script. Good screenplay, good story. I like the Night Strangler.
Okay. In this one, we have not talked about this movie at all. He is in Seattle. He shows up. The movie starts off with the same, kind of telling the same story over a voice recorder. Kolchak's at a bar ranting drunkenly about the last movie. There was a vampire and I stabbed him. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let's pause here.
Oh, there he is. He's alive.
So Game 7, Frank, how does that go?
What? Still
how does Game 7 go?
I'm still laughing from you booting me right out of it.
Great. How did Game 7 go?
The Suns will win it,
Okay, cool. Thank you for saving us both time and refreshing our pages.
Yeah, I didn't feel like going through all that again either.
I literally booted Frank. Not only removed him like this, which is easy, but I booted him.
Yeah. I started laughing so hard. I'm like, wow, the white screen. I'm totally out of the chat.
I knew you would be back, but I still had to do it.
It was good. It was good timing. Very comedic.
On July 1st of 2016, because it's coming up here, B-Movie Battle debuted.
Wow.
5 years ago.
You and Nick are going to get together?
Me and Nick? Who the fuck is it?
Puccio? Brent. I'm sorry.
No, I haven't talked to him in a while.
Why not?
When me and my ex broke up, she was more friends with him afterward. And I was kind of just
something was going on there.
No, nothing like that. Not at all like that.
No, on his end, I would say.
So
no.
So did you get salty because of that?
No, I just detached to my own depression and stuff. And I was like, I'm not going to talk to Brent for no reason. He didn't do anything wrong. I just detached from everybody. So I still talk to him every once in a while. And I have apologized for it, but it doesn't really help.
Yeah. I did the same thing with everyone that I ever knew.
I mean,
not to me. I've known you for almost 20 years.
He does miss you, he said.
When did you say that?
Look
where I live.
You got your fleshlight on your.
I'm fine. Everything's fine here.
Hey, he said that like a month ago.
Oh yeah.
He never said that. No, he didn't.
I have the DM if you want to say it.
You go right ahead. All right. Okay. So where the fuck was I, Dick? I was explaining the plot before.
Oh, it's using Seattle this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's drunkenly ranting about the last movie. Like, he's still not over it. And I loved that introduction to him where he's just like, I stabbed a fucking vampire. And he's the guy who goes like, fuck this, and walks away. And he's just standing there in front of like the whole bar going, sorry.
And Simon Oakland comes in and he finds him. He goes, hey, I'm working here now.
I'm working over here now.
It starts off, after that, it starts off with him interviewing a bunch of unhelpful women. And like we talked about the butch husband, who's clearly a woman.
That was funny.
One of the women is strangled and her neck is crushed.
They're all crushed.
Similar to the last one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wally Cox shows up and helps him realize it's the same story happening every 21 years. Every 21 years, he kills 6 women, takes their blood, moves on. It's the same fucking storyline. Only the part about the 21 years, everything lasts throughout the whole episode. They start to like blood, moves on. It's the same fucking storyline. Only the part about the 21 years, everything lasts throughout the whole episode. They start to like blood. Did you open the tab for the YouTube page?
Yeah, I did. Sorry about that.
Okay, that was you.
Yeah, it was me. My bad.
Mute it. That was weird hearing myself. I don't like it.
Yeah, I was I think I'm bleeding through. Let me try to turn that off. See if that.
I don't know why I thought it was Dick because it was clearly you.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Of course, it was me.
I actually to the left, Frank.
We're back. We're breaking through reality.
So every 1980 or 1889, 1910, 1931, 1952, 1970.
I think this story was better. The story was better, but just it's the same. It's the same.
It was
same idea. Yeah,
it was more boring than the first one, to be honest.
But you still said you liked this one more.
I like the ending more.
Okay, but I agree. The story about the backstory, I should say, is way better. You find out way more info, and he's slowly piecing that together. Like, and he's going in and arguing with the police chief of like 1952. And he's like, "I know that already. Shut the fuck up, McGavin." And he killed 8 people in 31.
But the researcher is just a great add-on to this, and even John Carradine's like, "Who are you? I've worked for you for 35 years. What?"
Yeah. But he's John Carradine going, "Oh, I guess I slam dunk on your ass."
Yeah. But I give him credit, like John Carradine, he's playing like he's the hard-nosed editor. He was nothing to do with McGavin, and then when he gives it that seat, oh my god, when he's ooh,
and I'm already like pretty tipsy. Like, look at that.
He who controls the spiced rum controls the universe.
Oh, you guys know how much I can drink. This already got me like slurring.
It's supposed to be good stuff.
And I barely drink any.
That's some pure stuff there.
Like sometimes if I held up this, like an empty fucking bottle, and be like, I drank this in the last hour and been fine. This is fucking like got me on my ass.
That's because you got it from Sam's Club.
No, Kirkland. Costco.
Costco's Kirkland.
Oh, there's a difference. Right. I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody goes to Sam's Club is the fucking difference.
That spiced rum is made out of jeans.
Sam's Club and Costco are the same damn store.
Pretty much.
But nobody goes to Sam's Club.
But yeah, we don't have a Sam's Club.
Around here they do because there's no Costco.
Yeah, we have no Sam's Clubs out in the Northern California.
Oh, really?
I don't think there's any out here anymore.
I have to pass by a Sam's Club on the way to Costco, and I'm like, gladly.
We have Costco and Smart and Final. Do you have Smart and Finals?
No.
Yeah. I grew up though in Michigan. They don't have Costco. They have Sam's Club.
Is that what? Yeah. I think it must be an East Coast thing.
Yeah, we have one Costco in the entire area when we have 10 Sam's Clubs. So
yeah, but it's a communist company, so fuck them.
Missy went shopping over the weekend with her grandparents there for the first time. She comes home with this freaking 4-liter of fake maple syrup.
Oh sure. Yeah.
Oh, it's that maple syrup.
Yeah, high fructose corn syrup.
Is it Kirkland?
It's maple flavored water.
Maple flavored water.
I refuse to even have that stuff touch my pancakes or waffles.
I just think
I have my own glass bottle of authentic maple syrup. Sir,
I am Mrs. Buttersworth all the way.
Yeah, that's not real.
I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah, and she's black.
That's why I support it.
Someone wrote about the last movie.
Get it while you can.
I know, exactly.
Someone, Michael B. Conway 1 on Twitter wrote about the last movie we talked about, The Night Stalker, the best vampire movie ever. And I wrote, best? It was awesome, but not nearly the best.
I would say Lost Boys or Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, you're wrong on so many fucking ways with it. But okay.
I mean, maybe Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Fuck that one. I'm
It
talking
goes
about
30 Days a Night,
Yeah,
and then Interview with the Vampire. Or From Dusk Till Dawn, and then Interview with the Vampire.
I think From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. My top 3 would be From Dusk Till Dawn, Lost Boys, Interview with the Vampire.
Let the right one in.
My top 3 is Twilight.
Can I hold up more than 3?
Yeah, but there's 5, so which ones?
Yes!
Twilight. I've never seen one of those movies.
It's a mutated hand of 3.
I've seen them all.
I want to see the last one.
I stood in a 3-hour line for each one.
I worked the post premiere party for the second one, so I got to see Case 2.
Why didn't you bring a shotgun?
Well, yeah, I should have. It would have saved the world.
Hey, Kirsten!
Missy read every book probably 100 times over.
Sure, it's a chick thing. They love it.
Yeah, that's why I went there for her.
That's why 3-second films. They did a great sketch on that, where they said, "How do they know Twilight was going to be a big hit?" They had the test screening, and there's a guy in a lab coat in the front seat. He puts on a plastic hand or a plastic glove. He wipes his hand on the seat. It's all wet. We got a hit. That's what he says. That's it. That was the 3-second video. It was pretty funny.
8 seconds.
What?
Well, I took 8 seconds, but it was a 3-second thing. 5-second film. I'm sorry.
Movie's good.
Yeah.
Good movie. It's done.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Good old 5-second films. Those guys were pretty good.
Why are they goozing ectoplasm? I don't get it.
That came out of her pussy. Robert Pattinson's pussy.
We got a squirter.
My eye.
All right, yeah. So in this one, there's no vampire.
No.
It might as fucking well, because it's a guy who strangles people and needs their blood to live in immortal life.
Well,
Yeah.
not even
That's a
that.
fucking vampire in
I
my
was
book.
gonna say,
All it does
is there
it
a
gives
better
him-
definition of what a vampire is?
No, he's a scientist. He's a
Right?
Civil War doctor who figured out how to extend his life. But the problem is
Stop. Just
the
stop, Dick.
the elixir only works every 21 years.
This is where I mentioned in the last episode of the podcast that it is H.P. Lovecraft. It's a guy
who
gets a scientific elixir to extend his life forever by taking human blood. It's a fucking H.P. Lovecraft story.
But not even human blood.
And the metaphor is how
Yes.
much H.P. Lovecraft wants little children.
Well, and in this one, the reason why he needs 6 dead women, he needs the fluid from their brain when they die, because screaming women have the right potency for the elixir, and that's why he needs 6 dead women to fill up a vat of chemical or whatever for this shit.
Right.
He's taking the liquid out of their brain, basically.
He
By
needs,
the way, I looked up
he needs to
online.
stay young for all the boys.
Cannot find one reference, Frank, about H.P. Lovecraft being a pedophile. He is.
You're thinking of somebody else.
The day, but
He what?
I think you're thinking of Victor Salva.
I don't even know who that is.
The guy did Jeepers Creepers
I never saw it.
and
No.
Powder.
H.P. Lovecraft.
I saw
no on the pedophilia, yes, on the racism, but then again, man of his time.
Oh, and he was huge into eugenics.
That I could believe. A lot of people were into eugenics.
Basically, he was a Nazi.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were. Eugenics. People still today believe in eugenics.
One of the better, in
Yeah,
my
but-
opinion, James Bond movies, Moonraker, is about eugenics.
Yeah,
And people don't realize that.
it's true.
People don't realize a lot of things when they like something and they don't get it.
But you watch Moonraker, and he's like, we're going to have one white man, one white woman, times 50, go up on the moon to fuck. And you're like, oh, that's eugenics. Yeah.
The best part of Moonraker is when the bad guy dies because he shoots him with a dart. And and he goes and he pushes him in zero gravity outside. And that's basically how he defeats the enemy. It's basically the lamest death. Look, put it up. Put it up on YouTube. Let's see it. Let's see Moonraker's villain death. The Moonraker died. He died. He literally comes out of his wrist this little bullet this little pea shooter, and it probably goes, oh! The reaction.
Doesn't he have the goatee that you used to wear?
Yes, he did. Hugo Drakes is the bad guy. I think it's Winston Zerbe. No, it's not Winston Zerbe. It's the guy from Ronin, character actor. He was the guy who took care of Ronin. He was in Munich too. He's a great actor. He's got a great voice. He's a wonderful actor. Wonderful actor.
And then we'll get to it.
Here it comes. There he is. Ah!
I'm not gonna watch the whole fucking thing.
Oh God, no! He's want to see when he dies.
Is that Jonathan Frakes?
Close. I forgot his name. I always forget this guy's name. Okay. Oh wait,
no, that's not him.
Allow me.
No, you missed it. We got hit. You got to go back a little bit more. Go back a tad. Here it is. Here it is. This is so stupid. No, there.
At least I shall have the pleasure of putting you out of my misery.
He looks like Peter Dinklage.
That was an extremely weird line.
Moonraker is not a good movie.
Can you rewind that? Because that was a really complicated. That was a confusing. Was that written wrong?
Desolated, Mr. Bell.
Heartbroken, Mr. Drax.
Heartbroken. Get it?
I hate his Bond movies.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Roger Moore movies.
Roger Moore like Bond. Period.
I'm not a big Bond guy either. I used to like him when I was a kid, but the more I grew up, the more I was like, they're all the same. I don't really care, and they're just like, eh.
His movies are supremely racist.
Roger Moore ones?
Yes. Where he goes to fucking Africa and they're like dancing like
that was Jamaica.
No. There's one where
No, he was in Jamaica and he was at a pig roast.
Because it was black voodoo magic, and it was Jane Seymour in like the one of the most amazing cleavage reveal shots in history.
What's his fucking name?
voodoo magic man?
Who's the guy that just died as a bad guy in that movie?
Fight Coda.
Yeah, he died.
The first and only black Bond villain. How fucking crazy is that?
Because there's technically what's her name that works with Jaws under Jaws. What's her name? The black girl.
Oh no, Mayday. Mayday was actually Grace Jones was in
Grace Jones.
Grace Voodoo Kill. That's true. She was in that one. Okay. I take it back. But she wasn't. She turned into a good guy at the end, so she wasn't really a Bond.
Yeah, but
she was a Bond girl, and you could take that or leave that. But
hey, she weighs 90 pounds. And she's 7'3",
and she could kill you.
All right.
Slave to the rhythm. That's her song.
All right. So Moonraker is a fun movie that is terrible. And it made way for Austin Powers.
Yes.
Because he has the whole thing in space, and it's awesome.
I can kind of do a Grace Jones impersonation. I'm going to be talking about this for the rest of the podcast. That's okay. I'll go back to doing Shaq.
Grace Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. The Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
He's athletic.
Did you see
I'm Charles Barkley. He's Shaquille O'Neal.
Did you see my movie Steel?
I did. It was terrible.
Oh, Steel was a good one.
Terrible, man.
I love the script written by Richard Matheson.
Just terrible.
It was a good story.
The Milwaukee Bucks are winning by 50 tonight.
My new favorite actor is Judd Nelson. I love working with Judd.
All right, so Night Strangler. So picture this: if you see Night Stalker, that plus Phantom of the Opera gets you this movie.
And an underground city under Seattle, by the way.
Exactly, underground, Dave.
Which is no, so but it's a fucking city underground, like literally. That's what threw me off.
That hasn't been a city a long enough time to have an underground
city.
Seattle hasn't been around that long. 1850, somewhere around there, right? Am I wrong? 1830. I don't know when the Oregon Trail was, but sure as shit wasn't that long ago where they have an underground city like Paris.
Well, the problem that I had was he was going deeper into the underground city as the ending progresses, and not only do the cops find him, and then the villain jumps out of a window and lands on the docks. So not only is this an underground city, it has its own dock.
I was off by 1 year, by the way. I said 1850 my first time, 1851.
There you go.
So there's no fuck. Is Frank on? Frank's passed out.
No, I'm here.
1851, it was established. So by the Denny Party, not the Donner Party.
The Denny Party. They made good cheddar burgers and pancakes.
If you want to have a Donner Party cheddar burger with some great ground beef, it's fucking fantastic.
Cold.
Oh yeah, but you can
a Jew and the Muslim could eat the bacon because it's not pork.
Oh, did you read that out of your Hebrew book? Your Hebrew book?
They can't eat pork.
I get the joke.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You have a Hebrew joke book. Did you read out of that?
No. I have the book of Yiddish, and I have a Polish. I have a Polish and Italian joke.
Different than the Hebrew book.
Very, very different. Very different.
Thanks for the input, Frank.
The book of Yiddish is a good book. It's pretty interesting.
I don't have anything else to add, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
Now I can.
What?
I had to unhook my headphones because it was all twisted.
You ever have beef bacon though on a cheeseburger? It's not very good. I prefer the pork bacon. Beef bacon, yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's beef. Yeah.
Beef bacon.
Yeah, there's beef bacon.
I've heard of turkey bacon.
I have two thoughts on that.
Yeah.
One, no, I've never had that. B, why haven't I had that? Seems fairly obvious. But
no, you gotta go find a place that's owned by a Muslim, and they serve bacon cheeseburgers. It'll be beef bacon. Because I've had that.
Hard to do in Arizona, but I want to.
It's different. It's just it tastes a little harder. It's a little bit more tough. I would say pork bacon has that flavor.
Part of what makes pork awesome is it's either A, sweet, or B, really salty.
Yeah,
it's one of those two. It depends on how it's cured. Yeah. So beef though, fucking boring. Beef is boring.
Yeah, no, it's boring bacon. That's what it is.
So Canadian bacon.
It's Canadian bacon, basically. Yeah, it's just boring.
You know who sucks? The Fighting Irish. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, sorry, Frank's disagreeing on something. What's going on?
Well, I could go Michigan, I guess. Right?
Whoa!
Oh, fuck Michigan.
Ohio. Oh! I don't know. I don't watch college football.
Fuck Michigan. The Wolverines? Are you kidding me?
I'm glad they ruled though that the college kids get money now.
Right?
You know what a fucking joke that was.
You know who was super pimp hand power move was Brett Kavanaugh of all people. He said in that because they voted against the NCAA and they're paying their players or not, even though the NCAA is the one who brought it to them. They went, fuck yourselves, NCAA. No.
Yeah, you guys suck.
But it's horrible. You can't. How you are managing to do this is against every antitrust law in the land.
Well, sure.
Only defining it by your own value of we don't pay our players, and that is horribly wrong. And I'm like, that is so fucking deep from Brett Kavanaugh, the surf bro of all the justices. It's fucking amazing. That guy is such a douchebag, but that was such a great point. Like basically saying, you guys say we are an institution who don't pay our players. That's what we are.
Not only that,
define yourself by that and say
not only right. That, they fined and suspended guys who would sell their jerseys or cleats for just for money to have. You know what? I need money. This would be a good way. For a couple $1,000 or whatever. They fucking suspended from NFL games.
My favorite sports movie of all time.
Blue Chips?
Yes.
Yeah.
You knew that because I forced you to watch it.
Well, I love Blue Chips.
is,
It was a
is
good movie.
based on that notion of
Yeah.
you can't pay players. And
Yeah.
it's like, why the fuck not?
Tony's flunking TV.
How do you flunk TV?
Hey, flunk TV. It ain't watching the tube, coach.
I love that movie.
I love
It's so
that movie.
underrated. It has like a 5.3 on IMDb for some
Yeah, I'm
reason.
shocked by it. It's a good movie. It's a solid
It's a really
movie.
fucking good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's one of those movies I watch and I go, Nick Nolte's performance is so great. Like the movie's like a 6, but his performance raises it to like an 8 in my book.
Yeah. And Ed O'Neill's in it, and he doesn't. He's trying to bust him because he knows he's dirty. He wants to bust the
Unfortunately,
dirty
so is
coach.
Larry Bird.
He's barely in it.
It has a 6.2 on IMDb.
Well,
I
Blue
gave it an
Chips?
8. I love that fucking movie.
6.2 sounds better than when the originally says what 5 point something.
Yeah, well, it used to be a 5.7.
It's gone up. Yeah, see,
up.
people are starting. I think it's starting to get discovered. People are
JT
starting to
Law.
figure it out. Yeah.
Should we talk about that in a show? I need,
yeah.
need to get that score up because it does not deserve a 6.2.
Yeah, we need to raise it up.
That's a
JT
really good
Walsh.
movie.
JT Walsh is so good in that movie.
It
We
is-
owe it to him. We owe it to him.
Yeah. He basically plays what's his name from Indiana?
Oh yeah, he's playing the coach. What's his name?
Why can't I think of his name? I know his fucking
And he's
name.
in the movie too. He shows up.
Bobby
Bobby
Knight.
Knight.
Bobby
Bobby
Knight.
Knight. Yeah.
He plays Bobby Knight character, and he just doesn't acknowledge that fact, and is Bobby Knight in that movie, and then everyone's
Yep.
like, yeah, whatever, it's okay movie. Shaquille O'Neal's in it, it's bad.
Hey, Bobby Knight, what's going on?
But he's really, and then the wife, the first lady in Independence Day,
Yeah.
what's her name? Mary.
Oh God, I always forget her name.
Let me look it up.
I know who you're talking about.
Mary McDonnell.
Yeah,
is
Mary
in that.
McDonnell.
She's good.
She's
She
good in
does
that.
a lot. She's a teacher in that movie.
She's basically the same character she was in Sneakers, was the same year. So I think, like again, these two movies exist in the same universe. She used to date Robert Redford, and she married Nick Nolte, and then she got back with Redford at the end of Sneakers.
Well, you look at Robert Redford versus Nick Nolte, and you go,
Oh,
"How
I'd
much is the right horse?"
I'd fuck Robert Redford over. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe not 1972. Yep. Oh, he's gone. He's asleep.
Yeah, but yeah, Robert Redford is that like Nick Nolte has turned into a cigarette version of himself. Like he might as well be like Marlboro on legs. Just
Oh, absolutely. I'm a goddamn cigarette.
I love Nick Nolte so much. The fact that I watched Warrior and enjoyed it because I love Nick Nolte so much.
No, Nick Nolte's a good actor. He's very
Warrior
good.
is not a good movie though.
Warrior. Oh, the one with the fighters.
Yes,
It's fine.
It is the most script I've ever scripted.
Oh yeah,
Like, he is poor. He wins. The other guy has a family, and he has to fight his brother. And like, oh my god, it's so like by the fucking number.
Well, I like how they said it was based on a true story, and it's not at all. Like I think that the nugget of truth in it is that brothers were in the same. Oh my god, he fell down. He's on the floor.
He's reading, so it's fine.
He's reading on the floor.
He's been denying this the entire night, but he is so fucking asleep. Frank, right?
And he has to go to work. Maybe he just left for work.
Frank. This is my proof. This is all I need.
I
This
think he
guy
went
was
to work.
right this entire night.
He went to work and left his computer on, didn't know it.
All right, here he is. There's the top of Frank's head there. He's clearly asleep, and he will deny this until the bitter end. He will go, no, I was reading or I was listening. But when I see him go, the first time, I just know it's on.
I'm snorting cocaine.
Does he not realize I've done literally, what are we at? 312 episodes with Frank now.
Wow.
I know how to tell when he's asleep. Because he sleeps a lot.
Well, remember, he's on the East Coast, so he's got a different time schedule.
I get it.
It's just funny. It's just funny to watch.
He's the one who chose this time.
This is true.
This is his time time slot.
I can hear him.
Open whenever. Tuesdays.
I can hear him snore. He's snoring a little bit.
All right, I'll
He's
get rid
breathing.
of him. All right, so let's finish up talking. We're at 48 minutes. We have not talked about this in a while.
Well, it's the same. It's the same story.
Same fucking story.
Except it's just that this guy is he figured out how to extend his life, but the problem is he has to keep killing women to do it. Who hasn't had that problem,
right?
And come on, guys. And I love the ending though when he's going to kill Kojak, but he goes, "Yeah, well, he's going to kill Kojak." And he says, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to kill you, but let me walk you around. Let me show you around first." So he takes him, and he's talking to the dead people, and he's talking to his night gallery family, the dead family. Remember that night gallery?
Death in the Family. The episode. I'm so glad you recognize that as well.
Yep, absolutely.
It's the same fucking thing.
It must have been the same set. It was pretty close.
Well,
they might have actually shot that.
Well, let me
at the
pull
same
that up.
time.
I saved that as a video.
Yeah,
the more recent ones I haven't shown yet.
That was.
I saved a video for that.
It's great. It's good. That was
Frank, what do you have to say about this episode? Frank. All right, Frank's gone.
It was a good episode. I loved the writing by Richard Matheson. Screenplay was good.
Let's try this. Frank.
I think he just left and he forgot to turn off his computer.
No, I can see the top of his head. He's right there.
Is that his chair or his head?
No, it's his head. And right below links on his name, that's his head.
Yeah, that's his head. Okay.
Here's what we'll do. We're going to call Frank. And we're going to find out if he wakes up.
I'm right here. I'm fine. Richard Matheson wrote a good screenplay. It was a good story.
Here we go.
You are fired! McFly!
He doesn't answer.
McFly!
You hear how loud his phone is?
That's a loud phone.
Damn, go to voicemail.
Oh my God.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 8 5.
Zero.
The mailbox is full and cannot.
Oh, fuck you.
That's why he doesn't answer it. That's why he doesn't answer his phone. It's full. Bastard.
Well, I tried. We're cutting Frank off now.
He's done. He's asleep. He's gone.
All right. You know what's interesting about this movie though, compared to the first one, is he records the vampire a ton of times in the original. It reminded me of the first one, like Stalker. Reminded me of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Dead. Because remember that pool scene?
Yeah.
It reminded me of that.
Okay.
Where he's pushing people in the pool.
Right. Yeah.
Come
You're
on.
all my children.
Yeah, and he disappears into a fire outline in the fence. And I'm like, oh.
It's not a good movie.
No, it's bad. And it's very homosexual.
Well, yeah, it's the most homoerotic horror film of all time. And they had no idea that they were doing it.
And that is not me complaining. That's me going, kudos.
Oh, it's hilarious. No, they didn't get it. They did not understand the whole get. They didn't get it. You gotta watch. That's why you gotta watch Never Sleep Again, the 4-hour documentary on the making of those movies.
The gay guy is the main character.
Even he didn't see it, and even admits it. He admits it. He's like, "Don't ask me why I'm gay," and I didn't even see it until after it was done. And I was like, going, "Holy shit!" They all said, because they said he leaves his girlfriend to go to his best friend's house. It was a guy.
I was watching that 2 months ago, and I'm like, oh, this is severely he's gay and he's really into this guy.
And then you have the coach that's into S&M, and he gets his ass slapped by towels the whole time, and that's how Freddy kills him, is towel slapping.
And how did How did they not realize
That's
that?
a whole nother podcast right there.
Well, that's this one right here.
We're in it right. We're in the middle of it now.
Oh man, how did they not? Okay, so I can't get over that fact, but I need to watch that documentary.
That's a great documentary.
It is very obvious when you watch it.
You need to. Yeah, that documentary is awesome. It's 4 hours, but it's great. They go into every detail. They talk about the first movie and how so Wes Craven is so up his own ass, and he's just like, I wanted nothing to do with the sequel. I was above that. Blah blah blah.
He was
kind of
true.
He wasn't that good.
The second one is bad.
Yeah, the second one is bad. But I guess the third one, because he came back to write the third one. And I guess they said that Wes Craven made Freddy like way more misogynistic.
No, because the third one is Dream Warriors.
Yeah, I know. He did the first draft.
That's okay. So
He
Frank
wrote-
Daramont's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, Frank Darabont came and they kept some of the elements, like the Dream Warrior stuff was part of his script, and they made it more interesting. But Freddy, they made him more funny, whereas Wes Craven made him like really, he hates women, and he like keeps calling him, he doesn't say, welcome to prime time, bitch. He says, welcome to prime time, you cunt. He's like says cunt like 50 times.
Maybe he's right.
I mean, it would have been interesting. Freddy Krueger wrote it, you cunt, you fucking cunt, come here.
I will say this. Think about the 3 projects that Wes Craven has put his name on.
Garbage.
He's put his name in front of 3 movies. All 3 of them, awesome.
Oh, maybe 3 things. Well, New Nightmare.
No, Nightmare on Elm Street is the first one.
Is good. New Nightmare is good.
New Nightmare, and then Scream.
Scream's good, yeah. But that's Kevin Williamson. That's not really him.
No, it was definitely Wes Craven. And then
because Wes Craven did Scream 2 and Scream 3.
Yeah, but he puts his name above, like he was really proud of the first one. And after that, he's like, oh, money? I like money. Yeah. Money means lots of time.
And don't forget the other Wes Craven presents Meryl Streep in that the music movie, or whatever it's called. Heart of the Ocean? Heart of Music?
No, Heart of
something.
Music of the Heart.
Music of the Heart, yeah, that's right.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Music of the Heart.
I pulled that out of my Wes Craven. Can you believe that?
Wes Craven did that movie with Meryl Streep.
Wes
Go
Craven
fucking
is a guy
figure.
Who, when he died, I went, oh man, that sucks. But also, he only did 3 movies I care about.
Yeah, I didn't miss him.
One of them is Shocker, and I enjoyed that on a different level than he intended.
Shocker's a classic.
Frank, Shocker.
Hardly knew her.
Oh, Frank.
Oh, Frank, you're funny.
Frank. Oh, Frank is so racist.
I got a new guitar. I was fixing my guitar.
Oh, let's switch over to
there you go.
Waterfront Slayer.
You kind of see it there.
Bloop. There you go.
There he is.
There's a Night Strangler thing. You can't really see it.
Nope.
1972, but it's 1973 this movie came out. Whatever.
That must be the other one.
No, it says Slayer.
Yeah.
No, this is Strangler. I fucked up. Okay.
There you
Let's
go.
go to this then. Good thing I know Roman numerals, because that definitely says 1972 on the bottom.
It does say 72.
All right. Here's the good thing about if you're really in the B movies, and especially if you're in the like old movies, you know how to read Roman numerals.
It helps.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't read, it says The Night Strangler, and I didn't read that. But I read 1972 perfectly fine below me, and I knew it was wrong. So here we go. It's too similar to the last movie. And for me, the similarities go deeper because it's the same scene of Kolchak goes to talk to his boss, Vincenzo, gets yelled at by boss, exit scene, go find out what's happening in real life. Like, you know, nobody that nobody will believe. He talks to Wally Cox, get the real info of the history, goes back to boss. Boss says, go fuck yourself. He goes back out, finds more info, goes back to boss, who tells him to go fuck himself. It was so repetitive that I kind of hated part of this episode, part of this movie.
Well, I didn't hate it, but it's just, yeah, it's the same thing. But this one, like I said, this one has more fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference, and that's why this one's a little bit better to me. is that I think they figured out the rhythm of what to do with these characters, and they make it work better.
No, go ahead.
Well, I think that's it. I think they finally because in the first one, Simon Oakland's barely in it. He's the editor's barely in the first one, really.
Good.
Well, yeah. There's less of the shouting matches.
Simon Oakland is so fucking annoying in this. Oh man.
Well, he's playing that. Yeah, he's playing that. Yeah, wacky. Oh, you're driving me crazy, Kojak.
He shows up and he goes, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like he's having a coronary right there on screen.
Kojak throws a lot of shit in this one because he breaks his boss's window, throws something through the window, and then he throws it at the elixir, and that's how he stops the bad guy because the bad guy turns into basically a reptilian man.
It's so dumb.
And then he jumps out the window.
The ending is like Phantom of the Opera, where the guy goes through the. It's okay. So let me backtrack a little bit.
Show the clip of the ending though when he throws the bottle cap.
That's the very end.
Yeah, I know. We can watch it because it's on YouTube for free.
Yeah, you say that because you don't have it queued up, but let me find it.
Exactly.
Where'd it go? All right, let me find it here.
This show's called Loitering in Wonderland, not Loitering in Richardland.
You say that, but you're controlling everything, apparently.
Yes, I am.
Here's Kojak getting strangled by the monster. All right, so he gets fired here.
There's a good shot.
This is what makes him great. Right here, the hatred. He should have been Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
Any guts left? Any at all? You go upstairs and... All right, Carl. I've had enough. So have I. Don't ever do me any more favors. Do you any favors? Why, you miserable ungrateful. Ungrateful? What do you want me to do? Thank you. No. Just get out of here. Get out.
All right. He's still talking. Well,
they yell a lot in this one.
Oh, there he goes. And then fucks off to who knows where.
And that ain't no safety glass. That's real old school glass where it could fuck you up.
He throws that through his window and goes outside his convertible. By the time he gets to his convertible, his boss has already called his boss and go, "Oh, I'm fucking fired." All right, and then we get the surprise cutaway when he's playing his tape recorder and his boss is in the car. Vincenzo's like, "Shut that fucking thing off! Fuck you." The ending was a lot of fun. I like
the ending a lot. Yeah.
But this one was way too repetitive for me.
Well, like I say, this is the show. Every show is exactly the same episode.
Well, at this point, I've only seen the first movie and the second movie. I don't care about the show. So,
but I'm just saying that's what the show. It's just shorter. It's 40 minutes as opposed to 90 minutes.
This one I was just like, "Oh, okay, you got fired, cool." But he had so many scenes in a row where he's going into his boss's office, going, "Hey, sexy, let's fucking argue," and then
that's our dynamic.
And it was just that repeat, and it was like 4 or 5 times, and I'm like, okay, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So that was my problem with this one is they didn't have enough variety. But I did like the scene where he puts his woman out there on the street, and he makes her be a bait.
Yeah.
For the neck crusher, and he follows her around, and then some cops show up, and he gets sidetracked and loses her. And then she gets taken by the guy, like, for a second. And that was it. And it was like, oh, that went nowhere. The whole scene was fun, and it went nowhere.
Yeah.
Because it ends up being the exact same thing in the first one, where he finds out where the warehouse is. He goes in there. This time, he walks around for about 5 minutes longer than the last one. He walks around, and he finds this, and he finds this, and he goes downstairs, and he's like, oh, here this is. Oh, I met the bad guy. Now he's going to describe the plot to me. It was like a Bond movie.
Yeah.
Here's this. I take their, and here's my potion I'm going to drink, and then I'll be fine for 21 years. And I can, as long as I have 18 days to find enough people to find enough potion to last another 21 years. Here's my potion. Oh, you shattered it, Kolchak. Because he throws a rock and throws a cube and hits the fucking potion.
Yeah, he throws the top of a decanter.
Yeah.
Which magically is there. I don't know how or why, but it's there.
He just has it in his hand.
No, he picks it. It's on like the ground. It's on the shelf. It's just there, and he throws it.
There's no what the fuck is this thing? I don't know. But it's just in his hand, and here it is. Here's the ending, and then he rots away and turns into an old, very, very old man, and gives up on strangling him. And then his turn to get shot by the cops, and then falls over. And
no, he doesn't fall over. He runs and jumps out a window.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Runs and jumps out a window.
Let's not forget that.
And then it turns into like a skeleton in the dust, in the fog.
Ah!
And the cops are just like, huh.
Oh, there's an underground city in here.
Here's my question. What is different from the last movie?
Nothing.
Exactly. So when I watched this one, I was more tuned out. I didn't give a shit because I knew it was going to happen. And I didn't care. And so therefore, it kind of ruined my experience. And the ending was more fun because it was like, oh, here we go, here we go. He's like, you're going to love New York. Here we go. And it's just characters popping up in his car. But that was the last couple minutes of the episode.
Yeah. And I think this show is in Seattle.
Show?
The show itself is in Seattle. So they never left. They stayed in Seattle.
You know the third movie is supposed to be New York?
Hawaii? Yeah, I think it's Hawaii.
But, okay, let's go to...
Oh, I'm sorry. Chicago. They go to Chicago. That Chicago is the city in the show.
Maybe I'll like it then. But here we go. The third movie... Where the fuck did it go?
What, the Mummies and the Werewolf one? Or
final feature-length production with actor Wally Cox, who died suddenly about a month after this movie's release. There you go. Gaff and the Twilight is one that we watched.
Oh, he died after this show, huh?
A planned third installment in the franchise, The Night Killers, was scripted, but ABC opted to develop the TV series instead of continuing the films. The plot had Tony Vincenzo hiring Kolchak to work with him in Honolulu.
Okay.
Whilst there, Kolchak discovers a cover-up involving UFOs, a nuclear power plant, which I saw 2 of in Honolulu recently, and important people being murdered and replaced by androids. So,
wow. That would have been interesting.
I was just very, very recently in Honolulu. And we drove from there to wherever my girlfriend lives. Whatever the fuck that's called. And I was like, oh, a power plant. Because it sticks out. Because there's fucking nothing.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I'm like, there's a power plant. And we get too close to replace it. I'm like, there's another one. I'm like, okay. So that kind of rings true.
And then they were all androids.
But it's weird to be able to point out a power plant. I live in Phoenix. I don't know where the power plants are. I don't know. But in Honolulu, I can tell you where they are. They're very obvious. You can see them from miles away.
Well, sure. It's an island. What are you going to do?
With that being said, now that I drink my drink, and here's Frank. Frank, what do you give this as far as 1 out of 10?
I'll give it a 6.5.
I gotta sleep on a sleep.
Oh, Shaq. Oh, Richard Matheson wrote a good screenplay.
Let me give it a...
I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to go one number above the first one because it was more fun. And I think they figured out the formula with this one more.
If you look down below, right below his name, you can see his head getting lower.
Uh-oh.
So he's dipping out. So
he's done. He's done.
Dick, we've done enough podcasts alone here.
Yep.
You give it an 8. I give it a 6.
That's
I go
good.
The other way.
Yeah.
Because I saw this.
Yeah.
I saw this an hour ago when I watched the first one.
Yeah.
And this one, I like the story of the actual villain more. The 21 years.
Yeah.
It was basically fucking what's it? Jeepers Creepers. It was
Yeah.
every. It's a fucking cicada story.
Yeah.
Every 21 years, he comes back and feeds for 6 victims and then disappears again. I like that more than the origin story of the original one.
Mm.
The problem is that's all I liked more in this one.
Right, yeah. No, I can see that. Yeah.
I like everything else more because I like noir. So the first one had more of that, and I like that more. So this one, just a little bit less, but I give it a 6.
Yeah.
The first one's a 7. I give this one a 6. But
yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds like you and Frank, Sleepy Frank here, gave it a 7.
Yeah,
fine, or an 8.
Well, I would say it's on the 7.58 scale. It's in between there.
So more than the first one, right?
A little bit more than the first one, just because I just like the fun that Deborah McGavin's having, and the ending, and the plotted, because the villain had a point, whereas in the first one he was just a vampire and there's no point to him.
The part of the problem for me is why I'm sighing and hesitating. Is I agree with you. I like that way more. The point of the villain is way better than this one.
Yeah.
But to me, it was like, yeah, the same story from the first one. Okay, that's all you got.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. And yeah, it's a little redundant.
Yeah. If it was completely different but it was like the guy strangles a woman, drinks her blood, just in a different way.
Yeah.
It was the same fucking thing. And the first one is told more in a noir style than this one.
Yeah.
That's why I like the first one more.
Yeah.
You guys aren't wrong. And clearly I'm outnumbered here, but I just
I think you're not wrong. You're right. It's just for me, because I've seen the show, so the show informed me that this is where the show came from, was this movie as opposed to the first movie.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the first movie is dark. It ends on a dark note.
That's what I like about it.
Again, yeah, that helps a little bit. But this one's like, okay, we had the dark one. Let's have fun with this one. And I think that's what you should do with the sequel. Or make it either
dark like he fucking died.
No, yeah, no.
It's dark.
But it's still pretty sad.
Oh, I have to fucking. They're basically like, you have to fucking leave town. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
This is Vegas mafia era, bitch.
We don't take your kind of characters.
Get the fuck out of here.
You take your whore with you,
or leave with your fingers. Like, you know. And I kind of like the first version better, where it's just like,
you take him and Charlie M, and you get the fuck out of here.
You lost your fucking eyeball for Charlie M?
Charlie M, I pop your fucking eye out? Kill me, you fuck. Oh, Frank, you're doing me a favor. I got your head in a vice.
Yeah, I don't know. So we both got different perspectives, but...
Yeah, that's fine. I get it. I understand where you come from, and I agree. It is boring.
I agree with yours as well. So
it's more boring, and the first one's a little bit more spelled out, but yeah, with the noir.
I just thought this one was a little too repetitive with him and his boss.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true.
All right, so cool. Stupid respecting each other's opinions.
Whatever.
We're idiots.
Fucking world. Twitter taught me that's wrong.
Well, hold on, Frank. Let's get a third opinion here. Which one do you agree with? Frank. Oh, you rascal. Look at his head right below his name.
He sets your rack on tour.
Frank.
Did you go to work already, Frank?
Frank is going to miss work if I don't call him again.
I'm reading. I'm in the middle of a book. I'm reading. Wow.
Here comes. LIWstudios.com for me. Loitering in Wonderland for me as well. Tuesday nights are Twilight Zone reviews, which is this show. Wednesday nights are it's an anthology, and then either a John Carpenter, John Frankenheimer, or Nick Cage movie. 10 p.m. Eastern, both nights. Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube. LIWstudios.com.
I think I saw movement.
No, you didn't. You saw death. All right, go ahead. What's your plugs there, Dick?
Oh, I got nothing right now. I'll figure them out later.
LIW Anthology Pod. Anthology, if you're on Twitter. LIW Anthology Review if you're on your Twitter or podcast feed, whatever it is.
Sure.
LIW John Carpenter Review. LIW John Frankenheimer Review. Nick Cage Cast, which we're doing tomorrow. The Weatherman. Directed by
Gore Verbinski.
Gore Verbinski of Pirates of the Caribbean and The Ring fame.
He's got a 9-inch cock.
I don't know about that.
I've heard that from someone who did him.
God.
That's all I'm going to say.
Goodbye, Frank.
Bye, Frank.
So, hold on. Let me bring Frank back.
Yes.
Okay. Clear my throat so I can talk for a second. This is a man who every time I say he's falling asleep, he goes, No, I'm reading something. No, I'm waiting for you guys to stop talking so I can talk. I'm listening. This is what he does. He says, No, you're wrong. And I say, everyone knows I'm right on this because every time I call it, you fall asleep. This has been Frank for the last 50 minutes. We see the very, very tip top of his hat there. And this is Frank.
Well, now you got the video evidence to discredit him in court now.
But he won't ever acknowledge that fact. He will never say, yes, I'm falling asleep. He says, no, I'm reading. But the problem is I see him go, what part of that, Dick, looked like I was reading?
Exactly.
None of it, right?
The jury is out, and DeForest Kelly couldn't even get this guy acquitted.
Bye-bye, Frank. 333 Montgomery Street to you. He's gone. All right, Dick.
All right. Call it a day.
Let's do a clip here that have not yet to show anyone.
Uh-oh.
This is Frank if he wakes up.
What's going on here? Where are we? What are we? Who are we?
And with that is Frank if he wakes up at any point here in the next hour, 2 hours.
Yep.
Apparently calling him, which he suggested, has no difference.
I hope his wife wakes him up to send him to work.
If not, doesn't fucking matter.
Nope. He's the manager.
Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix. These movies are the same, West.
Dick it.
So long, citizen. So long. What's this character name?
Kolchak.
No, Kolchak McGavin. That's his real name. Aaron McGavin, Kolchak. What's his last name? What's his first name?
Oh God, Carl Kolchak.
Carl Kolchak. You're right. That is it. With a K?
I think K. Oh
with
my
a
God.
C. It's with a C.
It's with a C because Kolchak is with a K according to my board game over here.
Wally Cox is Mr. Titus Berry. Just want to say that.
Dead.
He's very dead. He died right after this.
He did.
After.
He is dead as disco.
This
literally
is right after his credit in this movie, and he died. So it goes Night Strangler, dead, search, 24 karat hit came out right after his death.
Wow.
That was it. What did he die of, do you think? He's from Detroit. Hey.
I want to say lung cancer or heart attack.
Second guess, correct guess.
Lung cancer, huh?
No, heart attack.
Heart attack? Oh, okay.
Anyway, Margaret Hamilton is in this. She barely is in this.
But she died way after that guy.
Turns out. Anyway, until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick it.
So long, citizens. So long, Frank. Let's bring him on. Frank!
Good night.
Bye, Frank.
Good night, Frank.
This is us saying goodbye to Frank.
Goodbye. It's like the end of The Master when he sings to him. I'm on a China clipper. I'm on a boat to China. I'm leaving you behind. Big fuck.
Nothing.
Nope, he's done.
Let me do something I've never done.
Uh-oh.
Let me message his wife.
Wake up your husband. He's asleep
Am I
in the
friends
room.
with his wife on here? Let's find out.
She might be asleep too. Is there a way you can message his son? Message the infant child.
I wrote, "Hey, Frank died in us. Go scream at him."
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
There we go. Now we wait. She might be asleep. I don't know.
She might be asleep. That's my guess.
And kudos to her if she is. She deserves time off from Frank and the baby if she can sleep. If she answers, great. Let me tell this story here. I watched UFC every single Sunday or Saturday, right? This Saturday, I was watching it, and one of the cut women, the only cut girl in the entire UFC is called Swayze, and she puts their Vaseline on their blah blah blah, helps their cuts when they're cut. And I saw her wearing earrings, and me and my girlfriend were like, "Are those bags with little plastic goldfish in them?" So I messaged her because I'm friends with her, and I was like, "Are you wearing fucking goldfish bag earrings?" And she goes, "Sure as hell am." I'm like, "Kudos, lady."
Fantastic.
She answered during the actual UFC.
That's
event.
funny. That's funny.
Fucking great.
That is funny.
Loved it. All right, Melissa is not. Oh, sorry, Missy is not answering. So we'll end here.
Very good.
So long, citizens.
Good night, America and Frank.
Good night, Kolchak and Dead Frank, whose head has dipped out of frame completely. He's sucking his own dick right now. So he can't have water, but can he suck his own semen? Is that cool for his surgery or whatever?
Give him enough protein to last the night, and possibly the next day.
His spine is in half. Right.
It's probably he shouldn't be sleeping. He's doing back surgery. He probably should be sleeping in that position.
That's why I'm telling her his spine is in half right now.
Yeah, he should probably get out of that position. I don't know.
All right, Dick. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, we're done with the podcast. Finally stopped recording.
Oh, there you go. So any word from Adam?
Adam is in the hospital.
Yeah, still then, huh?
Yeah, he's watching MST3K right now. So
fantastic. Yeah.
He should be back next week. So tomorrow we're doing Tales from the Crypt, your episode.
Yes.
And then Weatherman.
Yeah, I gotta watch that still.
So just be you and I. Just like right now.
Yeah, that's fine. That works.
Let me end and